Ace Hamilton.
There we go.
Yeah, that's his real name, but he is Special Agent Dennis Haynes right now.
It doesn't matter. I'm in a forest somewhere.
You're not in a forest, you're in a car.
You're in a
He
car.
took off. He took off.
I hope that
You are in a car. He jumped out of the car, and
Yeah.
presently Bells is trying to catch him.
Okay, I am going to put the brakes on.
You are going to put the brakes on. You're going to make a Dixon drive check now. More to the point, Garth is going to roll the dice because he's...
Garth,
Yeah.
I look to you with hope.
I suppose before we get too far into this, I would like to introduce James to Joe, James to Garth, Garth to James,
Hello.
and Joe, and everybody to everybody
Hello,
else.
hello.
So, James, if you, so
I met James on Halloween when we were doing Call of Cthulhu.
cool banana. So
You got 3, Barry.
choice.
3.
I'm looking for a repeat.
Okay, so Barry, you manage to you slam your feet on the brake, and the car goes, and it skids around in a semicircle, pulling up just in front of the lights. A truck zooms past in front of you, and you come to a stop. The back door is open. Belladonna,
Yes.
what are you trying to do as he jumps out of the car?
Well, I was jumping after him. I'm
So,
going to.
Dixon Athletics?
We're good. Dix Athletics.
I'm going through my notes trying to find this NPC's fucking name right now.
Oh,
You
it
don't happen
was
to have it in front of you, do you?
Mitchell Carter.
Mitchell Carter, thank you.
Yeah, that's all right, man. Got you. What was that again? Sorry. Dix and
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. I can't see it yet. Oh wow, just one. Oh, that's 2 technically.
2?
2.
Okay. Two dice, 2 successes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Ooh, he slips your grasp, and he rolls on the ground, clearly hurting himself, but standing up, and he starts running through the cars. What are you doing?
I'm gonna chase after him.
You're going to chase after him while Chase is chasing
I'm
him.
I'm going to be stripping off like my heavier, annoying clothes so I can turn into wolf.
Okay.
Wolf fells.
Okay. So you're basically beginning your transformation.
Yeah.
As it were.
Out of the view of cars. It's nighttime.
You're on a street, and it's you are in Gary, to be fair.
Right.
So it's not a lot of people, but there's still quite a few people because it's downtown Gary police station that you're outside of, pretty much.
Okay.
A couple of about a block away from there.
Well, I won't do it if it's busy. I will just chase after him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's running like fuck.
So am I.
Make another Dex and Athletics check, please.
Okay. 2. 3.
3. Are you spending any blood to do any of this? Are you using any willpower?
Not currently. Just one more dice if I do. Yep, I'll spend 1 blood, and I'll roll 1 more dice.
Okay.
And so just 3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. For the next 30 seconds, you are basically not getting any closer, but he's not leaving you behind either. Chase, what are you doing? You've stopped the car. You're at the lights. The car's still revving.
Okay. Basically, spin the car around and chase after them in the car.
Okay. Well, they are on the side of the road that you are on, and if you do that, so you're going to do a U-turn, but you're going to be on the opposite side of the road now.
Okay.
Given that this is Gary/America,
Yep.
we're talking about boulevards, and they're quite wide. I wasn't quite prepared for how wide the roads were in the States until I lived there, and I discovered that, like, where we think a 2-lane wide road is quite wide, that's kind of a joke to them. They have, like, 8 lanes quite frequently. So there's a lot of lanes. You're going to turn around on this 4-lane road.
Yep.
Okay. There's a concrete barrier down the middle of the road.
Yep.
With some shitty looking statue of some ex-mayor of Gary on it.
Yep.
Okay, you're now cruising back down that side of the road.
Yep.
Belladonna,
Yes.
Mitchell leaps towards the window on the side of a building and goes through it with his elbows and knees straight through the plate glass.
Better him than me. I'm falling after him.
Right. The glass smashes away. He leaps into the side of the building and he starts running into the darkness. You're going to go after him, so you're going to make a Dex and Athletics check.
Yes.
Chase, can you get your minion to roll you your perception alertness, please?
On it.
Brouhaha, man.
The 7
Go the
in total?
brouhaha.
Oh shit! Sorry, dude. -1.
-1. Fuck. Okay, Chase, you realise you can't see anywhere where they are. You don't know what you've lost them.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 in total.
7 in total. You're in the building, chasing after him. You see him knocking down like barrier after barrier, like cubicles, like somebody's cubicles, telephone cubicles. It looks like a call center or something, the back of an insurance agency, and he's just smashing through the cubicles, pushing them down as he goes, and they're going down like fucking dominoes. Boop, 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 boop. And he's racing towards the back door. You're heading after him. You're actually gaining on him at this point. By the time he gets to the next door and he's kicking it in, you are 20 feet away.
Wait. Keep going.
Okay, he's smashing the door down. Yep, he smashes it off its hinges. Flies off. And you can see into the next street on the other side of the building. There's a couple of cars there. He starts running towards the center of the road. Still chasing?
At the point that I'm still in the building, I think now's the time to turn into wolf form.
Okay. All right, you
And
transform
then
into
I'll-
a wolf.
Yeah. Run after him as a wolf.
Okay, well, you've got considerably more speed now that you're a wolf. You can make another Dex and Athletics check, but you can add 2 dice to that, I think, being a wolf. I think that's fair enough. There's probably some rules about that somewhere, but as you might have
Yeah,
guessed, I don't fucking care.
So 3. Yeah.
3 successes. He gets to the side of a car. He rips the car door off. You see the veins in his arms just almost bursting. These massive biceps. He rips the door off. And he drops it as you're approaching. And he jumps into the car. But at that point, as a wolf, you're right up there. What do? You can jump in the car. You can attack him. You can claw him. You can bite him. What do you want to do?
I won't bite him, but I will use my... I don't have any strength, to be honest. I'm going to attack him with my claws.
Okay, so you want to make a Dex and melee attack, please. Or Dex and
Dex?
brawl.
Brawl, yeah. Let's just check to see if I... Okay, cool. Okay, so it's 1 more there, and 3.
3 successes.
Yeah.
He does not dodge that attack, and he takes... These are wolf claws?
Yeah. They are, they
Wolf-
were extended
wolf
from last
claws.
time. So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so he
Wolf
takes 3 levels of aggravated damage, by the sounds of it. Okay, and he is
Annihilate
very
him.
wounded, and he screams out. He's going to make a self-control check, not a frenzy.
blood, bro.
He does not frenzy.
Okay.
You need to make a Dex and dodge check because there's a bus coming towards you. And as you do that, I'm going to switch over to Joe. Joe,
Hello.
you have been called away at the last minute of the last session by your various elders at the Chantry House. Incidentally, I wanted to show you a picture. Give me a minute, Joe. I have a picture for you of the Chantry.
Oh my goodness, that's
Zoom,
awesome.
zoom, 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 down, 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 down. Fuck. Here it is. I don't have a way of making this big, do I? Nah, it's on Instagram. Fuck. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll show it to you. I'm just going to share it with the group, all right?
I'm just going to picture the T building from Teen Titans for now.
Okay. Well, obviously it's going to be at night time, but this is what it looks like. The entranceway is all on the other side of this. There's like a wall and an entranceway and a cul-de-sac. And then there's a cliff on the far side of this that goes down to the beach on the edge of the lake.
That's pretty much what I was picturing anyway, so that's pretty good.
Cool. All right, good stuff. Okay, so you are hanging out here right now, Joe, and you've been learning a new ritual. You're in the process of learning this new ritual, and you've also been partaking in the present convocation that is required at least once a week. All of the Tremere perform this convocation. So you're learning your role in the convocation, basically, which you've had to learn some words. It's a bit like doing a play. There's like 10 of you that gets together and does this big ritual in this chamber that's a lot like a Masonic hall with a checkered floor, and there's a seat on an altar at one end like a throne, another seat on another altar at the other end that's also basically a throne, and in the middle there's a third throne facing the back, facing the west. And you've learnt that the west is indicative of death and all things vampiric in that respect. You've been through an initiation in this room with this current configuration already, and now you're learning about this convocation. And you know that soon you're going to be, the group is going to be getting together to perform a ritual that is an Enochian ritual, and they're going to be summoning one of the Enochian spirits for some kind of scrying of the future of the city of Chicago. And so I guess you're probably, I'm just guessing, but you're probably reasonably interested in that sort of stuff. However, you've gotten to the point where you've done as much as you can, and your part in this whole business has come to a conclusion. And Ericto has thanked you for turning up and being part of this business. And she tells you that you should probably get back to your coterie at this point. There's still a lot going on there. Apparently they've had some new breakthroughs, perhaps. That's what the rumor is from the court, from Elysium. So when you get a chance, you can call someone and do such a thing. So do you want to do that now, or are you...
What was the state of events just as I left?
Well, actually, out of game, what were the state of events when Joe left?
We'd just finished with the weapons factory and had
Right,
to go get the...
Right, so they've literally just gone to the police in Gary to pick up the dude in the yellow car that drove away from the weapons factory.
We sorted out the 5 or 6 people we had on us in the truck, remember?
Right, because if you remember, you had a bunch of blood bags that you brought down off the top out of the building.
Yeah, they're sorted enough.
Sorted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like sorted.
So did I...
Just sorted.
Okay, so, okay. All right,
so
well,
busy.
if the ritual's winding down,
Yep.
I'll...
It's finished. It's finished. Now,
Okay.
there's a bunch of ghouls putting the furniture away at this point.
I'll step out to the foyer and try and call Bells.
Okay, well, Bells, your phone is in your handbag, I'm guessing, and your handbag is on the road? Or in the building that you just jumped out of?
I probably would have left the bag in the car.
In the car.
It's
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so Barry, Chase, you can hear Belle's phone buzzing and ringing right now.
Right, I pull over
Huh?
and I try to... I'm going, sorry, Bells, sorry, Bells. Sorry, I was trying to go through the bag getting that phone.
Okay. Can he get into it, Bells, or is it locked?
I don't think she knows how to lock herself.
Yeah, it probably isn't locked.
Probably isn't locked. Okay, so Barry, you pick up the phone, and it's going to be him. It's Joe.
Hello? Hello?
Chase, where's Bells?
She's chasing a suspect at the moment. I've kind of lost her. We're at blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Did you already go?
And you know where that is. It's Central Gary. It's right opposite the police station, just up the street.
Did you already visit the police station?
Yep. And our suspect is like he's hit the road, kicked the door out, kicked the door open and taken off. And I'm trying to look for Bells, but I can't find her anywhere. I've lost her. Oh my God. Oh, would you shut up? I know I've lost her. Just shut up. Yeah, okay. I've lost it. No, no, you didn't lose her. I lost her. Okay. Yeah. But I'll find her. I'll find her. But that's where you'll find us. We'll be in that part of the. Yeah. We'll be there.
You say she's chasing the suspect.
Yes, he broke out. I tried to fool him, but it didn't work. And yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Call me when you find Bells. I'll start driving back.
Okay. I'll get out of the car now and start looking.
Okay. So you hang up?
Yep.
Okay.
So what happened with Vincenzi? Did he stay with them or did he come back with me?
Vincenzi's with you. Vincent. You have, how long have you been in Chicago now?
I've just landed. I'm
Just landed?
sitting on the plane at the moment. Literally just landed.
Okay. Very well. And you are ushered off the plane. And is this a private flight, private jet?
Of course it is. I'm not bloody flying commercial. What the hell?
Right, of course it is. Mm-hmm. So you've already, you know that your first contact here is with someone named Tyler.
Tyler? Okay.
And when you get out of the plane, because they bring the plane into the hangar before you get out of the plane. You're not going to get out on the fucking tarmac, right? So they wheel it into the hangar, and you get off the plane. There's a couple of armed soldiers standing around, like fucking soldiers with guns and shit. And there's this woman standing there. She's got this kind of pock-marked face, as if she must have had severe acne in her youth at some time. Black hair pulled back in a tight ponytail, and a man's suit, and a 90s man's suit, so it's big shoulder pads.
Power woman. Gotcha.
And just for the effect, I'll put my hair back. Ah. So she walks towards you across the concrete floor of the warehouse of this large aeroplane hangar, and the jet engines finally cool down and stop. Good evening, Mr. Dews. My name is Tyler.
Yes, so good day, Tyler. I'd like to have a meeting with the prince, please. And can you take care of my servants for me, please?
I will have my people look into that immediately, of course. If you wish, I can accompany you to the prince.
Excellent. That sounds excellent. I've got a suitcase here that must be brought to the prince immediately.
Yes. Out of game. Just hold on one moment while I double check something quite important. Don't you hate it when you misspell your search words? Right. She says, before we continue, I must assert one small fact, which perhaps has not been made clear to you. She walks towards you another step, and she blasts the fucking shit out of you with majesty.
Okay.
And you fall to your knees in front of her. And she says, I am the Primogen Counselor of Clan Boujah here in Chicago. You will treat me with respect. If you ever speak to me in that tone as if I was your servant again, I will make sure I will go to every length to see you with wood passed through your central organ on the roof of the Seer's Tower at sunup.
Fair enough, my liege. Fair enough. I did not know. I apologize for my mistake.
And she kind of withdraws a little bit and she says, thank you. Now we shall make your arrangements. And you end up getting kind of ushered to a limousine and driven through the city in the light, misty rain to the central city of Chicago, to the Seer's Tower, which in those days was still called the Seer's Tower. And you can Google the shit if you know what it looks like, if you need to know. This massive black edifice, and as you approach it and you get to the bottom floor, there are guards there, security guards and what have you. And you get ushered in and you get taken into this elevator, and there's elevator music playing in the elevator. There's a couple of guards with you at this point. At this point, you've also been through security too. They've taken you. It's literally like airport security. I just had this conversation with Garth a few minutes ago. It is like, they X-ray you. They get you to put everything out of your pockets into boxes, and they put them through an X-ray scanner and blah blah blah.
Standard operating procedure to meet a prince. That's I'm accustomed to this.
Right, makes sense. Okay, and you go up in the elevator, 110 floors. Elevator starts to slow down about the 110th floor and finally gets to a halt. The doors open. On your right-hand side, bulletproof glass. Your left-hand side, bad 90s corporate art. You go down this hallway, you go through another security check into a waiting room with a bar, 2 security guards with long jackets. I don't know whether you would notice this or not, but would you like to make a perception and firearms check? Or perception and security might be more relevant.
Okay, I can do that. Perception, firearms, or perception and security. Okay, that is 2 successes.
2 successes. These guys are clearly packing something to the order of semi-automatic or submachine guns underneath their jackets. Uzis or higher caliber. You're not sure.
Okay.
And after a short wait, they usher you through to a room where you meet the prince. Now, the prince, basically, for the sake of what does he look like? This is the prince.
Okay.
Right?
A man of business.
Man of business, 80s mullet. Blonde.
Is it a clean mullet or is it we're talking bad 80s mullet?
It's quite tidy.
Okay.
Quite tidy. But actually, I don't know whether your character would notice this, but his hairstyle is actually much older than an 80s mullet. This is a style that goes back much further than that.
Okay.
Just so happens that in the 80s it was still popular.
Go figure, that's the 80s for you.
Right. And you go into this office, there's deep mahogany furniture and interiors as you go in there. And behind him on his massive seat, there is the screen behind him where there are these dolphins swimming around. At first you think it's a fish tank, but after a closer inspection it's clearly some kind of video projection. It's pretty good though. It's state-of-the-art 1999 video projector.
Nice,
and he looks
nice.
up as you come in and he says, "Good evening."
Good evening, sire.
I'm Prince Loden Olaf Holt of Chicago. You must be Vincent Hughes. I see your name here on my list. So out again, when you said sire, I'm assuming that was either a common usage of the term as opposed to the vampiric usage of the term.
That's correct. We're taught to respect our elders, especially the prince, from where I come from.
Right. Okay. So you weren't saying my sire, my sire. Okay. Cool. Very well. It is good to see that you have come, that your sire has received my message.
That is correct, my lord, and my lord Ivanovich sends his regards as well. I have a suitcase here with some Jews for you, my lord, and I open the suitcase to present some gold bars to Prince Loden for, our continued support and arrangements together.
He takes one of them out and examines it.
They have the Ventru seal on top of them as well. Very nice. Just legitimate gold bars.
Very kind of you, very kind of your sire. Do pass on my deepest and most sincere thanks. It is nice to see the old traditions being kept. It's not often that one such as yourself frequents our city here in Chicago. So often we deal with rabble. The new world is not the same as the old world, I'm sure you are aware.
Yes, absolutely. It has been 100 years almost since I've been here in Chicago, and it looks incredibly different to when I was there last.
Of course. I understand you spent some time in torpor between now and then.
That is correct, my lord. I was captured from the Sabat back in Vietnam during the heydays of our adventures, and unfortunately, I was put into torpor for many years.
My sources tell me that you are familiar with one of our number, a recent kindred who has arrived here.
Who might that be?
Have you met the one they call Chase Hamilton?
Oh, yes. I definitely remember Chase. In fact, I definitely owe him a debt of my life. He is the one that saved me once upon a time.
Well, this is a perfect opportunity for you to pay him back this debt, because I suspect at present Mr. Hamilton most likely needs your help. He is part of a coterie we call the Chicago Queen Coterie. Perhaps they've changed the name by now, who knows. They seem to be a wheel of rotating vampires in and out as they leave or otherwise pass away. But in any case, I think Chase would be most grateful for your assistance. The coterie has almost replenished itself entirely then, if you were here.
Excellent. Well, anything I can do to serve you, my lord, and of course help the efforts against the disgusting Sabat.
Indeed. I feel almost guilty putting you in part of this mission, to be honest with you. It has been quite what is it that the mortals here call this, a shit show? A very, very difficult time for them, I must say. I wasn't expecting it to be so difficult, but unfortunately my first choice of combatants against the Sabat, if you would like to call it that, is a group they call the Wolf Pack. They are a gangrel outfit headed by an Archon named Tyrus. Unfortunately, they have had to travel out of the city to Mexico, where there is a much larger incursion. It's not infrequent in Mexico to have these sorts of problems. When the border must be defended, so the Texans tell us. So we have this problem that our frontline defenses are not here, and I need people to assist in our defense. Do you think you would be up for the task?
Absolutely, my liege. Just leave it to me, and any assistance that I can grant, I will absolutely on my dignitas.
Very well. I will have my assistants give you the numbers of the members of this coterie who are involved. There is a Belladonna Rivers, who is the Gangrel representative. We have a Tremere, Lawrence Harrington, who is involved. These are their numbers. He takes these numbers from his Rolodex, by the way. And of course, you know Chase, his number also. But there is another member who's just joined us, a Bruja. His name is Bob Lapointe. I'll give you his number as well.
Interesting. A Bruja. I haven't seen one of those in many years.
You must have been most fortunate to have been hiding behind closed doors, perhaps in a nice restaurant or a hotel. They seem to be crawling on the streets at present.
I'm surprised the rabble made it all the way up here to Chicago, to be honest with you.
Well, do be careful what you say. We have one very venerable Bruja here, besides Tyler, to be fair. Tyler herself is, well, from our point of view, we would say that she is a handful.
I have definitely been introduced to Tyler, and I must admit I misspoke in front of her. I did not know that she was of such a stature, so I do apologize for that, my liege.
Just a small misstep, I'm sure it can be forgiven. The more concerning matter would be if you were to make such a misstep before Criteus. Criteus is a very venerable old vampire from ancient times. He will be found frequenting the libraries and universities. A philosopher he is. They call him the professor or sometimes the doctor. But he is Bruja of the idealist persuasion. He seems to think that our rule is some sort of fascist dictatorship, that we wish to undermine all vampires and bring about some kind of hierarchy of the damned that will we seek only tyranny. Of course that is not true. We seek equality before anything. But to create equality, one must have vision, and there must be some rules.
I completely agree. Without order, what would there be?
Of course.
It is the Ventrue way.
These vampires, they need leadership, and I think that you are the one. So go forth. I suggest that you take the reins of this coterie if you can. See what can be done to assist them. There is a vampire in the city. His name is Philippe Rigord. Very, very dangerous Sabbat. He's reigning all over the place between Chicago and Gary and about the place. This is the one who is the enemy right now. They'll tell you all about him. Very well, I have other meetings to attend to, so you'll forgive me if I send you away now.
Thank you very much for your time, sire. I appreciate it.
Do not call me sire. Your sire is your sire. I am your prince.
Very well, my prince.
Thank you. I'd like to keep things cleared up as quickly as possible before they fester.
Absolutely, Lord.
Good night, then.
Yep, and I walk back out.
You leave. All right. Garth. Bob Lapointe.
Hello.
What are you doing right now?
Driving around, checking the place out.
Okay. Anything specific?
Nah.
No. Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Well, I can't help you if you don't help me.
Yeah, I will go and see Tyler.
Gonna go and see Tyler. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you get to the airport, and one moment, please. Tell you what, Garth, I'm going to come back to that because that's a little bit more complex than that. All right. So meanwhile, Sage, not Sage.
Oh, nice try.
Belladonna.
Yeah.
Too many
Yeah.
characters.
So I rolled a 5 on that. Well, six successes for the dodge because
dodge.
the truck was coming this way.
Yeah, bus. Okay, so the bus goes
Bus,
zooming
sorry.
past you, and you dodge out of the way as in doggy style.
Come on.
All right. And where do you go in this dodge? Into the car, perhaps, or over the car, or around the car? Under
Okay,
the bus? Preferably not under the bus.
Okay, so he's in the car, right? The wounded guy?
The wounded guy? Yes, he's in the car. Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to hop inside. This wolf just
Jumps into the back of the car.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, this guy breaks the neck of the driver and throws him out the door.
Oh, I'm going to attack him, but without my wolf claws. I want to put him into
Like a lock?
I want to put him into torpor rather than killing him outright.
Okay.
Or something along those lines.
What's your strategy here?
I'm thinking just like I feel like I'm gonna kill him otherwise. Yeah. Can I put him in a lock and then that's not gonna work. What? How does? Okay, so he's in the driver's seat. Is he in the driver's seat?
He's moving into the driver's seat.
Okay, well I'm gonna grab him by the leg and pull him out
All right.
of the car.
By the leg. Grab him in your teeth.
It's so hard to be a wolf and a vampire at the same time. I'm going to use my wolf claws and rip him out of the car.
So you stick your wolf claws in his legs,
Yeah.
and start dragging him out of the car,
Yeah.
using your hind legs for traction.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, you're gonna make a strength and brawl check.
Strength and brawl. Okay. I have fuck all strength, so I'm gonna beef that up by 3. Did I do it right? Okay. So 3. Oh, Yeah, 3. No, 4. Sorry, 4.
4.
The amount of dice. Yeah.
Okay, so 4. All right,
Yeah.
you pull him out of the car onto the street.
Good.
The steering wheel comes with him,
That's so cool. Okay.
and he swings it at you and tries to bash you with it. Make a dex and dodge check.
3.
3.
Working.
Okay. Yep. He doesn't hurt you. You just weather this poxy little blow with the steering wheel. It just bounces off you, basically. Chase, what are you doing right now?
I am listening for any strange sounds going in the last direction I saw her and just listening for anything that could...
Listening. Okay, well, you're on a street. There's a lot of cars, so you hear a lot of vehicles.
Okay, I look down the alleys as I'm going through the...
Okay, you still driving?
Yeah, I'm still driving.
Okay, so can we get a perception and investigation check from Chase, please?
And do.
Thank you very much. Five successes. Okay.
That's really good.
All right, Chase, you're cruising down, and then you're like, okay, that's got to be it. There's like a window smashed on the side of a building. There's a whole bunch of, what do you call them, barriers knocked over.
Yeah.
Cubicle barriers inside, and you can see right through the building out to the smashed door on the other side.
Okay,
like,
all right.
That's a
So
vampire.
I go in the direction I think they are as fast as I can.
All right, so because of the concrete barrier in the middle of the road, are you going to turn the car around, or are you going to exit the car, jump over the barrier, cross the street?
I'm gonna, it's risky in America, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna exit the car, jump over the barrier, and literally run across the street.
Okay, so Dex and athletics, please.
Yeah.
How'd that go, Garth?
So what was that roll?
Dex and athletics.
Dex.
Sorry, I thought you'd heard him.
3.
3 successes. Okay, yep. You jump over the barrier. You weave between the traffic. There's a few bam, 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 and someone's like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" And you get across the street to the other side. You jump up into the smashed glass window. Start running through the building. You come out the other side, and you see there's this wolf fighting in the middle of the street with the suspect.
Go like fuck.
All right, so you run like fuck towards him. All right.
Yeah.
What do you do when you get there?
I'm gonna take my gun out.
Okay, so you're pulling your gun out as you're running. All right. Belladonna.
I'm going to sink my my claws into his shoulders and sort of pin him.
He shouts out in pain as you do that. Ah!
Good.
And you see him go and wolf claws.
Wow. Oh, look at us. Yeah.
He starts reaching up behind him, but he can't quite reach you. You can make a dex and brawl check, please, Belladonna.
Okay. That's a shit ton.
5 successes. Okay. All right. You're controlling him right now. What do you do with him?
When I'm like putting my claws in, does it like hurt him any?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay.
He's taking aggravated damage from it.
Right. Okay, well I don't want to kill him outright, so I'm gonna try to use my wolf paw to punch him.
Your wolf paw to punch him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still keeping the other claw in him though.
Okay, the wolf paw doesn't do a lot to him, but the other claw manages to hold him down right now. Barry Chase is running across there. You've pulled your gun out. You arrive. She seems to have control of this dude with her wolf claw in his shoulder.
I put it in his face,
All right.
and I literally
Wow.
say, "Think about it, fucker."
He makes a self-control check, and he does not frenzy at the pair of you. And he goes, "Okay, all right, I stop."
By the way, I'm a white wolf with one grey eye,
Okay.
just so that everyone can envision a wolf. Yeah. I will loosen up.
Loosen
But
up
my
the
claws, my hand is still on him. My paw is still on him, but I'm just loosening up the claw.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Do you say anything at that point? Oh, you don't, because you're.
Grrr. Yeah.
Okay, Chase. Do you say anything at that point?
Don't fuck with the boss.
Okay.
All right. Pick him up. Make sure I've got the gun where it can't be seen, but close to him. So
Right.
he knows it's going to go bang, bang if he even flinches. If he sneezes, he's a dead man tonight. I've had enough.
All right. Okay. Well, he stops. He's clearly pissed off, but he stops.
All right. Right. I will take him to the car.
All right. So you pick him up by the collar, I'm guessing, something like that.
Yep.
Right, to his feet. All right.
yeah.
He's just got his hands up.
Yeah.
All right, and you march him across the street.
Yeah. Have I got any cuffs?
Do you have any? I don't know. Do you have any cuffs?
I got to ask you that because,
We're
I
just
think it-
FBI agents.
yeah.
Well, you were dressed up as FBI agents, so there's a chance you have cuffs.
I cuff him again.
I'm gonna roll a d10, and if I roll a 5 to a 10, then you have cuffs.
Okay.
6, so you do have cuffs.
Okay, I cuff him again.
Okay. All right. He's not very pleased. He's speaking Spanish under his breath right now. And you march him through the building back to the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Joe,
pick
you're
up my
on your way
clothes
here, right?
as well.
Okay. Right.
Okay. All right. I guess it's going to take a little while to get there, probably longer than this fight. So I suppose we'll have to come back to that.
Okay.
All right. Vincent, what do you do once you leave the prince?
Well, okay. I guess I've got my my number of my old friend here, so I'd probably reach into my jacket pocket and pull out the BlackBerry that I've just found out exists,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to figure out how to call Chase.
All right. So using your BlackBerry that you've just found out, would you like to make a wits and computer check?
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Seeing as you walked into that one, I would have just said sure, but you painted me a picture.
3 successes. I'm a BlackBerry god. I
You
know what
are
I'm doing.
Job.
You are a BlackBerry.
I am
girl.
texting like a boss right now.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So Chase, your phone, which is where is your phone? Is it in the car or is it in your pocket?
It's in my pocket, in my jacket pocket.
Right. So your jacket pocket starts buzzing and ringing.
Hello?
Casey, baby, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a long time. Vincent.
Really? Here?
Yeah, how's it going, mate? Haven't talked to you in a long time.
It's good to hear from you. Who are you buying out this week?
No. I'm just I was here on some business and I found out you were here. It's a strange coincidence, very strange coincidence. But
You
Yeah.
mean here?
here. I'm at the bottom of the Sears Tower, which looks really weird. Like it's terrible architecture. But anyway, I digress. How are you, my friend?
I am kind of busy at this moment.
Oh, you would
Pushing the guy into the car right now.
I'm
head down.
just helping boom,
And
somebody
wolf growls.
get in a vehicle. Just helping somebody into a vehicle at the moment.
Oh, no problem, no problem. It's you've always been a nice guy, helping someone out, putting them in a car for them. That's true chase style. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um,
Boss. Hang on, wait a minute.
How fast are you driving, Joe?
Well, I guess fast enough to get there in time. If I
Has he got the
Fast
skills
enough
to drive
to
fast? Or
fast enough to warrant a Dixon drive check.
sure.
There's always, you should always roll a Dixon drive check.
So
Why not? Take a chance.
starting with at 5 minutes, every success represents one less minute.
I got a 10 and a 9 and a 6, but then also 2 1s. So
Okay, so it's going to take you
3
4
successes.
minutes. Three successes.
But yeah, because one's auto fail, right?
Yes. Okay, so 3 successes. Okay, so 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I'm just helping a friend out, and yeah, I'll get to you.
Any chance you could come pick me up at the Sears Tower? I'm going to investigate this thing that they call what is this? Convenience store. I'm going to a convenience store. I'll see you there.
Wait there for a minute. Hey, Belle, put your tail in. Put your tail in so I can shut the door.
I'll try and shuffle over.
Okay.
Tail.
Just hang around. I'll be there.
All right, see you, Chessa.
There,
This wolf,
okay.
squished into the back.
I am investigating the food aisle at the convenience store, wondering what all this plastic stuff is.
Right. Okay, so there's a lady there. She's like, "Can I help you?"
Oh no, I'm just browsing. What is Playboy?
That's $14.95, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Here you go.
She sells you one.
All right, I got
She
Playboy.
picks
Let's go.
All right. Let's see if it sounds any better on headphones.
Is it me? Oh, I'm sounding okay.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
I read it for the interviews, I swear.
For the interviews, right? The stories.
Belle, you had a phone call. It was. Oh, come on. It was. Don't tell me. I know. It was our companion.
Lawrence.
I know. He doesn't though. All right. It was our companion, Lawrence. I think it was.
You get like a wolf nod.
Okay. I think he's on his way. So, can I phone him on your phone? Okay, right, here we go. Lawrence, I'm phoning.
Okay. Lawrence, as it so happens, you are just coming onto the street right now.
That they're on.
Yep, big wide boulevard, 4 lanes.
What vehicle are you guys in at the moment?
It's a big black
Police cruiser.
police
Police
cruiser.
cruiser, okay.
Yep.
I'm assuming you would have told Lawrence that. So when I spot the car, I'll just pull up behind you guys and.
All right.
and walk out.
I'm glaring at Mitchell. Yeah.
Okay.
An eye on him.
Okay.
Like wolf eyes.
Right. If you could, I'm like waiting to see his car.
All right, you see it.
I'll pull up behind. So
Wait, this way.
are we driving to another location?
I understood we were going to your territory. That's what I understood. See, the boss's head is nodding, so yeah.
Sure. Let's go.
Yeah, she ain't nothing but a hound dog at the moment, but okay.
I would have had you guys
I'm gonna
drive
start
here.
changing back. Start changing back. And be like,
I would have had you guys drive.
Bella, where are
Yeah.
your clothes right
And
now?
I said that I was going to pick them up as we went back because we went the way that we came from. So yeah,
In your
it
mouth?
might be holy because I had to use my mouth, but yeah, I'm gonna hop back into them, button up my shirt and the pants and stuff.
All right. We,
In the back of the
supposedly,
cruiser.
we're supposed to go back to the chantry. And I've got a
Sure.
friend. Hey, boss,
Hi.
can I pick up a friend of mine at the Sears Tower after we've done this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
that's- Thanks.
You're going to have to go through the city to get to the chantry anyway.
Okay, we're going to have to go through the city to get to the chantry. A little boy tells me. Yeah, I'm not listening to you.
So-
right, okay. All right, let's go.
So Joe, sorry, Lawrence. We left all the people in the Kindred Society Hospital, mental hospital. That's where we left all the people that we picked up.
Is the mental hospital in Gary, or did you guys?
No, they
Yeah.
took them all the way to Chicago for that.
Alright.
And then they came back to Gary.
Okay, I guess that feeds the Malkavians for a while.
They're not to be eaten. We left them there because it was just a safe place to put them. Now we can pick them up and take them to the chantry.
Sure.
Yeah. And this
All right.
guy here. Did you enjoy seeing me, gore you to pieces as a wolf, Mitchell? That was fun, wasn't it?
Fuck off.
That's what I thought.
Hey, don't speak to my boss like that.
Yeah, we're
Switch
taking him there
yourself.
too.
She's your boss.
Yeah. She kicked your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, would you like to see what an incendiary round will do to your ass? Are you eager? 'Cause I am. Let's play a game.
Where are we going?
Okay. Don't worry. I was telling the truth. We're taking you somewhere safe. All right. Let's go.
Okay, so you start driving.
Yep.
So, Joe, are you in tail? In your own vehicle?
Uh,
Or are you in this car? Or what's going on? What's the
I'll
driving
lead the convoy
arrangement?
back
Okay.
to the chantry.
On the way through, I think Barry wants to stop and pick up Vincent.
Yep. Could he like? Hang on. I'll phone you again while I'm driving.
Okay.
Oh
so Joe.
dear, we're gonna die.
Hello.
We're gonna die.
Oh, what a lack of faith. Oh, I am so hurt. Hello? Hello? Oh, hang on, I didn't push the button here. Hello? Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing.
Telling me. Yes. Oh, yes, no. You kill him, I grill him. Vinny speaking.
It's me. It's me. I'm on my way, but I've got a friend with me. You'll have to travel in his car.
Oh,
My-
okay, all right.
My car's a bit full at the moment.
No worries. I'm sitting here reading articles in this strange magazine. I've never
There's-
seen one before.
What's it
There's a
called?
front seat. Chase.
Playboy 30th anniversary edition models with toys. It's excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, we've got a lady with us, so.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
There's another one here that says My Little Pony 30th celebration edition. Should I get that one instead?
I'd go for that if I was you. Hang on.
No.
Hang on. Let's
I'll buy this My Little Pony magazine as well. Thank you.
On the other hand, you can. I've got a front. You can sit in the front seat with me, and you can meet my boss. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you when I see you.
Bye.
Okay, so what is happening? You're going to stop your car at the Sears Tower?
Yes, I'm going to stop my car.
Okay. So, Vinny, does Vinny know what your car looks like?
No, but it'll be the only black one there at the moment, yelling out, "Oi!"
Well,
You'll
you
be
know-
the only one with a door missing and, blatantly,
Right, so this car with a... Right, so, Vinny, you can make a perception alertness check from the inside of the convenience store. Outside the convenience store, there is a hot dog seller and a. Actually, no, there's not. There's nobody outside because it's fucking middle of the night.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, yeah, you see this black car pull up and there's a door missing off the side of it. You see some bloke in the back of it. It looks a bit rough. There's some woman in the back of the vehicle. Bella, do you want to tell him what she looks like?
Okay. Well, I'm quite tan. I have brown hair that's sort of sun-kissed looking, so it goes from brown to blonde. There's a streak of white in her hair. She's got one gray eye and one, brown eye. She's very pretty. She's dressed in like a FBI attire, but she's not wearing the jacket, and it's sort of like haphazardly put on. Yeah, she's also got a bag beside her, and she's also got her claws out. So I don't know if you can see that much, but
You will when you get in the car, perhaps, so keep that in mind when you get in the car. All right. And so okay, so what are you going to do when you see this?
Okay. So I walk up to the car and I'm like, is that you, Chase?
Yeah, that's
what-
me. That's
What
me.
happened to your door, buddy? Like, why is there like a semi-clothed woman in the back, and why does it smell like dog?
No, this is. Watch out!
I'm offended.
This is Bella.
Back
She-
at the- Hi.
Bella, this is Vinny.
Hi, Vinny. I
Good
see
day.
you.
Nice to
I
meet
would
you.
shake your hand, but I'd probably rip it off. Sorry.
Oh, those claws look like they yeah. I respect that. That's
He knows that
absolutely fine.
they would hurt people. You can see why.
This-
Few of his
this
marks there.
angry-looking guy in the back here. I'm
Bella,
assuming
can you
is
make a
female.
perception alertness check?
Or can. Five.
Right. You notice Mitchell rips open his handcuffs. He just breaks them open with his wolf claws. And he begins to lurch for the door.
Oh, again?
I will. I will
Now,
grab
this
him again.
is Main Street, Central City, Chicago. There are cars everywhere.
Right. Yep. I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna aim to stab at his leg with
Okay.
my claws.
Okay, so Dex and Brawl.
Okay. 4. Technically
4.
5. But
25.
yeah. Technically.
Yep, nope. He gets away. He slips you.
Can
And
I
he's-
notice that they're trying to chase after this dude? Like it's pretty obvious that they don't want
Perception-
this guy leaving, right?
Okay, you can make a perception alertness check.
2 success.
It seems that they're trying to stop him from leaving, but it's sort of takes a moment to register.
Okay. Can I grab a? You said there was a hot dog stand outside.
No, I
Can
took that
grab
back. I took that back
Oh, okay.
because I
Sure.
said it was the middle of the night.
Okay. Is there anything around? Trash can with the
There's a
can
trash.
on top?
There's a trash can, but the trash. Well, it's all very corporate. So there's not like trash cans with cans on them. They're like corporate trash cans with, a cigarette fucking ashtray there, and it's. You know what I'm getting at? Like at a mall, they don't just have trash cans lying around.
And it's too public for me to rip this rubbish tin up and throw it at him. I take it at this point. So, sorry guys, I'm not going to be able to help on this one.
I'm gonna go after him.
All right, so you're running.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're making Dex and athletics check.
Yep. Here we go again. 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Right. Well, he is making a beeline for the front doors of the Sears Tower.
Oh,
Well, that's where I will go. Ooh.
I'm going to stop this guy because I'm technically right next to the doors of the Sears Tower, just out of the convenience
There
store.
are,
next door.
Well,
There are
so
guards
bear in
there.
mind there are guards, but first of all, there's like 30 meters between the road and the front doors. Right. It's a big open piazza kind of a space. There's guards inside. There's security cameras everywhere. There's people walking around. There's a trash collector poking trash. It's the middle of the night. There's some joggers running past with headphones in, with bright yellow wires going to their CD players in their pockets.
I'm gonna literally jump over the hood of the car, slide over it, and chase after him.
Okay, so you're going to make a dex and athletics check.
Yeah.
Garth. Dex and athletics for Barry, please.
Sweet.
Let's go get him. Yeah, hopefully before the security
One
comes
success.
through.
One success. Okay, you slide across the roof, the hood of the car, but it doesn't quite slip the way that you would like it to. It kind of squeaks, and it's not as slippery as you would have hoped.
Okay. I just try to get over.
All right, you clamber over the car to the other side.
Yeah.
This guy is literally charging out the front doors. The doors begin to open automatically, and he runs inside.
I'm running after him.
Okay, Bella's running after him. What was your dex and athletics?
That was 4 before.
4 before?
Wait, do you want me to roll again? Or
Yep.
okay, roll again?
Yep.
Okay. Nope, nothing this time.
I
Okay.
casually walk
Oh,
behind.
1, sorry. 1
Okay.
this time.
Because it's the CS Tower. I know they're not going very far.
Right. That's true. He gets inside and he starts looking around. He starts running for the next exit. Security guards immediately pick up on what the fuck is going on and draw their weapons. And they start shouting at him. And the guy starts running for the back door through between where the elevators are. And they're telling him to stop. And he's not stopping. Chase, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm chasing him.
You're running in. Okay. Belladonna, you're running in, right?
Yep.
Chasing. So dex and athletics for you two.
Okay.
Vincent, you're not
Alright.
chasing.
I
You have 4
don't.
successes.
I'm not going to be
You're not the one who
wasting
shoots.
my effort on this. The
Belly-
guards will take care of it.
Bally, you're closing on him. You've certainly got his back covered. He's not going back. He's not getting out the way he came in. And with Chase there as well. What does Chase roll for dex and athletics, Garth?
Chase rolls.
As I go past, I say, "Hey, Frankie." The
One
security
success
guard.
again.
1 success again. Okay, so Chase, you're in tow, but somebody's talking to you, Chase. You're hearing voices right now.
I'm actually going to call Chase.
Oh well, Chase, your phone rings.
Because I remembered I should probably call Taylor for an appointment anyway, so.
I just keep running. I'm not gonna answer the bloody phone. Will I?
Right. Well, there's this sudden sound of a lot of ammunition being fired very quickly. And this guy is suddenly peppered full of holes. He keeps moving, but after another full clip of ammunition hits him, tearing up his clothes, he goes down to his knees, and he's on his hands and knees crawling now. And the guards come up to him, and one of them sticks a gun right up to his head. And he literally tries to claw this guy and bite him, and the guy blows his brains out. And this guy just goes, turns to ash.
Was it Frankie?
Was it Frankie?
Yeah.
It wasn't Frankie. It was one of the others. You don't know their name. Chase, your phone's ringing.
Hello.
Hey, Chase, it's Bob. You busy?
Just a second, Joe. Did you stop here, or did you just continue on to the chantry?
I was trying to lead them, so I would have stopped. So I was just sort of watched all this happen from the car, and I'm just like shaking my head.
Okay.
In the driver's seat of my car at the moment,
Right, so you just parked outside the Sears Tower.
in front of the police cruiser.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm not busy now. I'm not busy now.
You want to catch up?
If you're coming to the Sears Tower,
I've just been there, but sure, why not?
I've got a funny feeling I'll be here for a few minutes more now.
Right, I guess I'm about 15 minutes away. I've been just driving around checking out the sites.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Is it alright to, like, are his clothes intact? Could I perhaps check his pockets or whatever?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can make a wits and investigation check.
Excellent. I think it'll go well. but I'm sure. Just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you're making
So
a
don't
wits...
shoot me. Just gonna check his pockets.
They,
Full of details.
one of them steps forward and says, first of all, can we just check who you are? What's your name?
Belladonna Rivers.
And do you have any proof of identity?
Not on me. I left my bag back in the vehicle. Frankie knows me though.
Frankie goes,
Hey, Frankie.
yeah, I know this one. She's one of them. He says, you'll be okay with her. She's okay. And at that point, this dude comes out from the lift.
Those eyes.
And in one hand, he is holding a gun, and in the other hand, he's holding a large plastic bag. And behind him is a dude with a vacuum cleaner.
Clean up crew.
Yeah, like I say as I walk into the scene, no cleanup crew on aisle 6.
The guy with the eyes looks over at you guys. He says, I'm Bobby. Who the fuck are you?
Hello, Bobby. I am Belladonna Rivers of the Chicago Queen Coterie.
You're the gangrel, aren't you?
I am.
I've seen pictures of you. Okay. And who are
Wait,
these
what?
fine people?
Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Chase Hamilton. And this is my friend Vince. And
Vincent Dews, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I know who you are too. You just been here a few minutes ago. You were just in to meet the prince. Joe, at that point, there's a tap on the window of your car. It's a baton from a security guard. He goes,
They approached me from the building.
yeah, but they came in the other side of the car apparently.
Okay.
It's like
I'll wind the window down.
he says, he says, "Are you Mr. Harrington?"
Who's asking?
I'm fucking asking. Are you Mr. Harrington or not?
Yes.
Well, you're requested inside.
I gestured towards the tower. Okay. All right. I'll turn the car off. Get out.
He goes, if
And
you can give me
follow
if you give me your keys, I'll look after your car. You just need to go into the lobby. Meet Mr. Weatherbottom.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Takes your
Over the
keys.
keys.
Okay, and you go wandering inside and you see this scene unfolding, or unfolded, as it were. There's currently a security guard vacuuming up some pile of dust on the floor amongst some clothes, and then they pour it into a plastic bag. Another plastic bag. Weatherbottom throws you a plastic bag, Sage.
Nope.
He goes,
Bells.
fuck off. Whatever. I don't care what your name is.
Bell.
I'm going to call you Sage from now on.
No.
I'll call you Cells or Beige. There you go. Beige.
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 Right. Yeah.
So he throws you a plastic bag. He says, you can put the clothes in there.
Okay. I'll do that for him.
Can I
Right.
tell this
Aye.
pile of dust was the person that we were just trying to apprehend?
Who do you say that to, Bella? Okay.
To you.
Yes.
To DM, sorry.
To the DM. Okay, well, Weatherbottom looks at you and he goes, yes, I think that's the guy. So what happened? Probably should go upstairs about now. How about we all get in the lift?
It's a good idea.
I've got a friend coming.
Could you have a security guard bring his friend up when he gets here? Please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, one moment. I think we have a change of plan. We're not going upstairs. We're going downstairs.
Great.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Not
you're
fun
all
going downstairs.
ushered into the lift again.
Hmm.
So, Vincent, what's going through your mind right now?
I am thinking, what kind of fuck up did I just walk into? Like that would be anyone's thought at this point in time. I'm like, oh crap, here we go again.
Right.
And then I'm thinking to myself, man, my suit's looking a little crinkled at the moment. I should probably work on that. That's pretty much it. Yeah, half about my suit, half about what these guys are doing. I'm not too phased. I'm not worried.
Okay. All right. So you get in the elevator. The elevator starts going down, and it opens up, and you are in the basement. And it's seems to be sort of almost converted into a kind of a laboratory, somewhere between something between a dungeon and a hospital. And they take you through past the room where you last saw Gus. Some of you recall that. And to a different room. And Loden is standing in there with a couple of security guards talking about stuff. There's a couple of video screens up on the wall that seem to be feeding video directly from the lobby. And they're playing back what happened on the video screens. So everything you just did is being recorded and played back. And Prince Loden turns around. I see, you're back again. I see you found Mr. Chase very quickly. Mr. Hamilton, should I say. He says to Vincent.
Yes, it appears I've met your the coterie you were discussing before.
And you've literally walked directly into the business that we've been discussing.
Yes, it appears so. I see there's a lot to do here.
Well, I suppose that was one way to have your suspect apprehended. I perhaps think you might have done better to have managed to keep him alive, but what can I say? What happened? What happened here?
Do you want the full story? Or do you want to know just from what happened last night to now? Or what would you like?
I'm curious to know how you managed to get this individual as far as you did. And then they made a break for it here at the Sears Tower.
We took him from the Gary precinct, and under guises of being an FBI agent, I stayed in the back. He ended up kicking himself out of the car we had, and I had to apprehend him, which we managed to do successfully. But this time we were here to pick up Vincent, who was a friend of Chase's.
Yes.
And that's when he did the same thing that he did. I was trying to be on top of it, but he was about as quick as me, maybe even quicker.
As you're talking, another aide walks into the room with a video cassette tape.
Right. Wow. And that's pretty much it. He slipped past us.
I see. He slipped past you, so you stopped here, and he literally just jumped past you out of the car, ran into the Sears Tower. And
We had handcuffed him. I was keeping an eye on him. I had my claws out, waiting for him to make a move if he did, and he got past me.
I apologize, my liege. It's obvious that they came to pick me up, and this is what caused the issue. That is completely my fault, and I take responsibility for this. I apologize.
No.
It's not your fault, Vincent.
Something else has just occurred as well. What is this? One of the aides leans into Loden and says something to him. Very well. They put the videotape that just got walked into the room into a cassette player, and a picture pops up, and it's a point of view from a security camera. It looks like a street. You can see cars going past on a funny angle because of the angle of the camera on the street. But you recognize that it's a wide, 4-lane wide boulevard with a concrete strip down the middle of it. And then you see this car driving along the road, and then we see our suspect run out to the car, stop the car, rip the door off, and then a fucking wolf runs into the shot and starts attacking this dude on the street, and they pause it. What is this?
That was me, I'm afraid. I didn't transform in front of anyone. I made sure that the coast was clear before I did, but I used my wolf form to apprehend him.
You used your wolf form to apprehend him on the street in Gary.
Yes.
I see. Well, I should suggest that you don't try that in Chicago, not in my city.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
This is not my problem. This happened in the city that belongs to our dear Toreador friend, the Prince of Gary.
Yeah.
But do not try this here. It will not go well for you.
Right.
Very well. What is your next order of business? Oh, and Garth, you get there at this point, and you're escorted into the room, down the left, and you get this is the point where you come through the door. And Garth, you see on the wall there's this big monitor with this picture of this wolf dragging someone out of the side of a car. I'd like to introduce you to Bob Lapointe.
Hello.
Bob Lapointe is a bourgeois from Canada. He's here from Montreal. He's going to assist you in this operation. While we're here, I may as well introduce you formally to Vincent Deuce. He is a Ventru from the old world. He's come here to assist also in this operation. He's come here as a favor to me, a personal favor from some of the old world kindred that I have had occasion to meet in Vienna.
Nice to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine.
So, I suppose we're back where we started then, or have you some assets? What
We have
you
some
recovered?
assets.
You do have assets. Very
We
well.
have 5 blood bags that belong to this Sabat. It's something.
And what do we-
Unfortunately, our friend is dead, so we can't. Friend is dead, so we can't get any information from him.
What do you intend to do with these blood bags?
We were taking them to the Chantry so that they might interrogate them, and we were going to be there as well, so that you can have information, but so can the Tremere.
Very well. That seems reasonable.
Mm.
Well then, I have other matters to attend to, as I'm sure do you. This is an excellent opportunity for you all to meet each other and begin the next phase of your operation, whatever that will be.
All right. Thank you
Now-
for your time. Turn around. Go, I suppose.
All right, so he marches you all back out again. And he gets in the elevator and goes up. And they stop at the first floor, at the ground floor, and let you out. Your cars are still parked where they were.
We have in that black vehicle. Is it missing 2 doors now?
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Nice and eerie.
Is that the the Ford Taurus that they had?
All
yesterday?
right, let's go to let's go to the, yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the cave
Okay,
before we do anything else.
that's a good idea.
All right.
A cave? Is that where you guys congregate
Trust-
at the moment?
Trust me, brother, you'll love it.
It's not a cave, it's the cave.
A cave. Okay.
No, it's not a cave, the cave.
It's the cave.
Mm.
Okay, here we go. Right.
Nice to meet you, Bob. I'm Belladonna. Oh,
Hello.
Vincent,
Shake
still
hands.
still Belladonna.
Bob's a friend of mine from way back.
How's Lawrence reacting to
Got a
all
lot
of
of
this so
friends.
far? He hasn't said anything. I'm assuming you're busy with stuff, so I'm not trying not to interrupt you.
No. I'm on the day shift this week. I'm just passing the time while I'm waiting.
Okay.
Guys, this is Bob.
But
Hey.
Lawrence has been very
This is Bob.
observant, just quiet.
Guys,
Okay.
this is Bob. Bob, this is the guys.
Pleasure to meet you, Bob the Bruiser.
What's
Hello.
Bob wearing right now?
Kind of a loose-fitting suit, just casual, scruffy. He's a rather ugly-looking character. He's seen one too many fight, broken, misshapen nose, etc.
Also,
Has an unlit cigarette.
Right. It's like a fixture.
Yeah,
what does
Right.
Vincent look like?
it's a habit.
Have we gone through that?
Oh, I don't think we did.
What does Vincent look like?
I'm the most average-looking person you could imagine. Just
That's
6 foot.
impossible. We have Lawrence.
Well, I'm
Oh.
really. I don't actually know what Lawrence looks like yet either. So maybe we should do this. We should.
Right,
Do
so
the
let's
whole
all
thing.
share a picture of our
Fucking
characters.
savage.
I mean, you can see some of them on the Roll20. You can kind of see the tokens.
Yeah, ignore my one.
So whoever wants to share, yep, there you go.
Bob La Pointe,
Bob Lapointe.
Yeah.
Yep.
always with the cigarette.
Yep.
It was a habit as when I was alive.
All right. Who wants to go next?
See if I can find it.
We'll see if I can pull up Barry's character for you, Barry.
Okay.
I'll pick it up.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Right.
works.
So
Who's
that is Joe's character, the Tremere.
You've been
Alright.
you've been partying with him this entire time. You've not had a look at him.
Okay. Okay.
Just a tall white boy in a suit, glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Suits are the winner of the day.
Suits the
Yeah.
winner
So
of the
we're
day.
so we're all wearing suits. That's
I-
if I-
Like
Yeah.
I could only just be as wearing
I
a
don't
suit,
normally
but-
wear a suit. This is just a special occasion.
I don't know where the photo is for Barry's character.
It's not that important.
We could Google him up if you had an actor or somebody that you.
He does.
Yeah. Do you remember his name?
Robert Urich.
Okay. How do you spell it?
That's such a zoomed in picture.
Oh, yep. Robert Urich. Okay. Images. Okay, so I'm just going to share a Google image search.
Okay.
So this guy, right?
Yep.
Okay. Robert
Is that
Urich.
the Battlestar Galactica guy? It kind of looks
No,
like
no.
I thought the same thing, actually.
Spencer for Hire.
He looks real familiar.
Spencer for Hire and Vegas. And SWAT, the original series.
Okay.
Yeah, Vegas. I remember Vegas. I'm with you now.
Yep.
All right. So that's that guy. And Belladonna, do you have a picture?
I do. I don't know where it is. Hold on.
There it is. Yeah.
It's PC. Stop. Hold on, I'll find it. Me. Okay. Well, this is the full picture, so. Yeah, you won't be able to. Okay. If you share your screen, you'll be able to see it. It doesn't show her like eyes or anything. She has two different color eyes, so one gray, one brown, and a white strip in her hair.
Okay, I'll show it for everybody.
Filthy hippies.
There you
That's
go.
so cool, man.
Who's got the
Ah.
Slayer CDs?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Very good.
Very good.
Okay, so you guys are you're standing in the lobby right now. The guards have kind of retreated back to the elevators.
You're gonna blow a kiss to Frankie.
Yeah, let's go
And then
to the
wave.
cave.
Okay, so you okay. Well, Frankie
Okay.
has a moment where he blushes,
Oh.
and
I wipe the dog off my shoe that I apparently have, or some of the dust that I've got on my shoe now, and continue on.
okay, very well. So who gets in what car?
I get on my bike and just follow.
I'm not going in a car that smells like dog. I'll go with Lawrence.
Okay,
This
Okay.
dog doesn't smell. Because I'm
Lawrence,
undead.
this guy just gets in your car.
It's not unlocked yet, so he tries the handle, and I'm just like
Alright.
staring at him.
Do I roll strength now and see if I rip the door handle off, or is that not a thing accidentally these days?
It's not an accidental thing. It's not an accidental thing. You'd have to literally spend blood to do that, and would be a supernatural feat. You'd have to make an effort to do it.
I mean, if we're all going to the cave, maybe we should all take one car so that we don't have to pay for parking. This was something that Vincenzi mentioned the other night. So
Where is Vincenzi, by the way, Lawrence?
He's doing his own thing. I never called him, so
Okay.
here's my vehicle, by the way.
This is
Yeah.
Jack's car.
Nice.
Oh, is that the 1964 Impala? Yeah, okay. We're going supernatural.
supernatural isn't a thing at the moment. It's
Not yet.
99.
Yeah. 6 more years, and then my car, the show will be inspired by my car.
Right, so at this point, it's not classic; it's new.
Nice. Oh, that's 67. It's still quite classic.
That's
It's always
true.
a classic. Even
Yeah.
in 67, they thought it was amazing.
That's true. Fair call.
Okay.
Fair call. All right.
Okay, are we all getting in his car, or are we leaving this car here? Because, I'll take this car. It's been faithful to me. I can't leave it here with this.
Somebody's going to have to take
I'm
that
going-
car because they're not just going to leave
Okay.
it parked out the Sears
Can
Tower.
can I call my servant and just take a limo instead? I don't really know if I should wait for
Can I
this.
join you in the limo? That sounds fun.
So you call your servant? Is that right? What's his name?
Vincent.
Benson. Good evening. This is Benson here.
Hello, Vincent. Vincent here. Can I please have a pickup? I'd like to go to a cave, apparently.
Right, a cave.
A cave.
I'm not sure where there is such a cave. You want a cave? What kind of cave are you looking for?
Well, who really knows? I'm speaking Russian, by the way. I can't do a
Okay.
Russian accent to save myself.
Vincent, nobody
Yes,
can
Jace?
understand a word you're saying.
Okay. Do you want to just pick us up at the Sears Tower? It'll make this a lot easier.
You want to pick up at the Sears Tower or you bring the limousine, yes?
Yes, please.
Very good. Luckily for you, we have this pre-planned. We booked it a week ago.
Absolutely.
Oh, Joe.
We're at the cave. That's
That's
what
the
it looks
cave.
like.
The cave does not look like that, but
Weenie Hut Juniors.
that's what it looks like to the owner of the cave. That's what it looks like through Horace's eyes. All right. So the limousine comes. Barry, what are you doing? You're driving the cop car, right?
Yes, I can't leave this here.
Okay. And Garth, are you going to follow on your bike?
I will.
Okay. And Sage, but the Belladonna, are you driving or you're in someone's car?
But if I don't know that there's a limo coming, I'm going to go with Joe. With Lawrence.
With Lawrence.
Yeah. You please change your name, Joe. Please, right down there. See, right down, like there. You can change that to say.
Barry's name hasn't changed. You can remember his name.
Solved.
There you go.
I just did that.
That's
There
Chase.
you go.
Chase. All right.
Why is that fucked up now? Because you haven't changed it. Naughty.
I'm just saying that the carbon footprint of
No
our
peer pressure or anything. No.
Okay,
Nice.
this way. I'll
Alright.
follow whoever I'm following.
Long story short, you all end up at the cave. So, for those that don't know, basically, Vincent, you're going in through the back door instead of the front door, so you don't know what it's like in the actual club. Because I'm assuming you guys are going to go in the back door because you've got keys to the back door, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you park up in the little car park alley behind the nightclub, and you go in through the back door into this little office. There's a desk, there's a sofa, there's a refrigerator, there's a spare room, there's a storage room that looks like it's locked. There's a hallway you notice through that door. The rest of you are somewhat familiar, but you all managed to congregate here and find your way. So, Garth, you're sort of getting off your bike now and setting up the stand on the bike and walking to the back door and coming in. Alboy, what are you doing?
Gosh, it's been a busy night, hasn't it? I'm gonna turn around to the group and say, "What are we doing here? What's the plan?"
This is a good time to find out about each other because we're going to be working together, is it not?
Would be.
All right.
And I was told you would have the plan.
Pardon? No. Shut up. The boss has the plan, don't you, boss?
Well, we've got something. We've got a minor plan, but really we don't need all these people, all of you to help do it. At the moment, all we're doing is we're going to take the people from the Kindred Society Hospital and take them to the Chantry, where we can interrogate them and then give the information to both Loden and the Tremere.
We need...
And that's
we
that
need-
for the time being.
We're not organised, though, are we? And I certainly can't organise people, but I know somebody who can.
I might be able to help.
Well, you two could both help, actually. Vince, buddy, pow! You see, boss,
What?
Vince organises businesses and stuff like that. And he used to be in Vietnam.
Okay.
So he could help us organise ourselves better, if you like. He's a great brain, unlike mine.
So, what exactly is going on here? So, all
Right.
I know is, there's been a Sabbat uprising, and I've been called in to, look into that. What exactly has happened, and what have you done so far?
Boss,
Let's start there.
boss.
Okay, what have they done? I mean, we weren't really there for.
Well, basically, are you alright with me saying something, boss?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, basically, what they've done is we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little buggers who have basically we're newies at what we are. So basically, they've put the newies in because we're expendable.
So you're cannon fodder.
No. It would be so much nicer to look at it in a different light. I don't want to ever consider myself as being
No,
Bullet shield.
no.
That-
I don't.
Shield.
sorry, dispensable.
I don't think you're expendable, and I don't think any of us is expendable. But that's what we are at the moment. To them, to the powers that be. But we need to be an organised bunch of people. We need to know more about each other, and we need to say something like, "In this room, clan doesn't matter. In this room." We've got to work together somehow, because as long as we stay together or alive, I think they're going to keep putting us against the Sabbat. I've had more experience with Sabat, but Vincent has had more experience organising things and organising operations. And I do believe, bro, buddy, mate, that you've had a little bit of organising yourself, right? Joe?
Okay, Joe. Lawrence.
Lawrence, you know all the, let me put it this way, best way I can put it, all the, you know, the little secrets of the mystical powers and stuff, right?
Yep.
So somehow, I reckon, we got to put our talents together to keep ourselves alive. No, nobody asked your opinion. All right? So, I reckon...
What is his opinion?
What's his opinion?
Yeah.
Oh, who cares about his opinion? Our opinions is what matters here.
Okay.
So,
I was curious.
centrally, our organizer should be... You think so too, okay. Actually, he thinks we should go for Vincent with the organizer of our little group. And we should maybe, and anything hocus pocus and unusual should be,
Lawrence.
of course, Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Thank you. I did forget that, Tom. There should be Lawrence. And anything apart from that should be all of us together, because I'm not an expert, as you can see. Anything flying, that's me.
So, as I've just arrived and I don't really know much about any of you at this point in time, I probably think that Bella or someone else might want to take the reins until we all understand. I think
what it is you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of need to find a goal at this point in time, not just aimlessly deciding at this point in time. So, what exactly is the goal at the moment?
Kill the Sabat.
Well, that's always my goal. That's just what I do. What are we actually trying?
If you're after a small goal, is that what you're after right now?
Well,
Yeah, what are you doing next?
What are we doing right now?
Pretty much we're getting information from what we have just done, which was 3 factories that make incendiary ammunition was infiltrated by us. Not just us, but 2 other groups run by Al Capone. So we're trying to find out information about the Sabat, and then we will give the information to him.
Okay. And
at the moment, that's our short-term goal.
Do we have witnesses? We do, yes.
Yes, we have 5 blood bags.
Didn't we just dominate them and find out the information we need, or?
That's why we will be taking them to the Chantry. Apparently they've got the means to do so. We haven't really had... What we were going to do is take that guy in the back of the vehicle to the Chantry to get that sorted. But he's dead now, so all we have is those blood bags.
So just to clarify, James, are you aware, your character would be aware, but are you aware what a chantry is?
I am aware, yes.
Okay.
It's
Chantry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chantry, whatever you like.
State housing for magicians, right? No.
That's a good way of putting it.
What?
So we've got to get that organised.
And then we will probably get told what to do next after that. It's a simple task that we need to do. Yeah.
Okay, so
it won't take very long.
Okay, so we're at this the cave at the moment.
Yes.
Shall we move on and get this over and done with so we can figure out the next plan?
Yeah. Is that all right with you guys, or do you guys want to stay here for a bit?
Vince, you need some weapons?
Oh, there's
We got
a
some
personal matter I need to do as well.
Okay, boss. Need backup?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to send a text to Zora to ask where Rita's home is.
Okay. Rita's home is in. I did actually tell you last game. But now that you're asking me again, and seeing as you didn't record it, I have to make up something new.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to say it's in.
If the DM was good, he would have taken notes.
Oh, there's a fridge coming. There is a fridge coming.
Then be fighting words. If we were playing D&D, you know what I would say? I would say roll initiative. But seeing as we're playing vampire, you just won't even see it coming.
We're all gonna die now.
A place called Juliet.
Juliet.
Yeah.
Future me, Juliet. Sweet.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
need to go to Juliet and just swing by one of the blood bags and now my retainer. Yeah, just need to check out their place. I promised I would do it.
Hold on a second. Are you saying a retainer? Is that from this mission?
Yeah.
So one of them is your retainer, and they've already drunk your blood.
She became a retainer after she was a blood bag. Because I was afraid that she would die and would lose information.
And what information did she give you?
I haven't asked yet. We decided just to let her try and get back to her old self before we ask.
Being that I'm new in town and I don't know my way around, would it be okay if I came along with you, Bells?
Hell
I can
yes.
give you a lift as well, because that way, I assume you don't have a car, so we'll take mine.
Well, not here. It's back at the High Priestess. Yeah, let's do it. I saw
Excellent.
it. It was amazing. Okay. Are you guys gonna join or?
Now,
I'm going to stay back with Chase.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll stay back.
Okay. You're splitting the party. Fuck, I hate you guys.
No.
Well, I'll go with Chase then. I'm just want to talk to Chase. So.
Yeah, come with me. Come with me.
I'll catch up with you later, Chase. I'm just trying to get to know everyone. We'll have words in the future. Don't worry.
Nobody wants to talk to Joe.
Who's Joe? I don't know
Lawrence.
that word. This voice from the sky.
Voice from the sky.
No one talks to Joe.
Valley, your phone buzzes.
Right. I check it.
It's Inyanga's phone number.
Aw.
And it's just rang once. There's no message, there's no text. It's just rung once.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I need to make a call. I'll call her back.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play on my BlackBerry. Apparently, I've got this thing called Snake on it.
All right. Belladonna.
Hello, Anyaka. Hi.
I was expecting to see you sooner than now.
I am so sorry. I have been busy with all this coterie business.
I see. I have heard about another kind of attack on the Sears Tower has happened tonight. Did you were involved in this?
I was.
What happened?
Basically.
Perhaps you should not tell me now.
Oh,
Perhaps
right, yeah.
you and your friends should come and visit us.
Okay, yeah.
Bring them to my house.
What? I kind of want to introduce you to my new retainer too.
Well,
think
then
she'll
you
like you.
should bring them together, yes.
Okay.
But it is important that we do this quickly.
Oh, right. Okay. Sweet.
You know, meet me instead at the Art Institute. I will meet you there.
Okay.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Right. See you soon.
Okay,
Very
so
good.
I'll go
Bye.
and play some pool, and this is what I'm gonna do.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to change your plans, Chase. We all need to go see Inyanga.
In Hunga? What?
Inyanga?
Inyanga?
Yeah.
Who's that?
She is the primogen for Clan Gangrel. She's lovely. You'll love her. I'm gonna send a text to Zora saying, "Hey, could you and Rita please meet us at the art gallery,
Okay. The Art Institute.
Art Institute?"
Oh, tell her to bring Chase with her, will you? I mean, not Chase. That's me.
Bring cheese
Jimmy.
with you.
Jimmy. Yeah, I know Jimmy. I just got him confused.
Jimmy.
Okay.
It's okay. You're allowed to be confused as a Malkavian.
Yeah.
It's
It's
fine.
all right. It's all right. It's what I do.
Oh, please bring Jimmy. Love you lots. See you
All right.
soon.
Very good.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
my god, the snake keeps getting bigger. It's bloody amazing. This game is great.
Is that a porno game? Can I have a look? Just look over your shoulder. Oh,
Oh, apparently
looks
I have to give you this My Little Pony magazine that I picked up for you as well. Here you go.
all right. Cool.
thank you.
Here's a pink
Cool.
one.
All right.
Okay.
If you're a viewer and you're watching this and you're subscribed to my channel, I had nothing to do with this scene. I just like to say that.
All right. All right. We I guess should get going. Should we all go in one car?
I think I've got enough room in the limo if you like.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I could do with sitting in a limo for change. At least the
Excellent.
limo's got doors. Yeah.
We have to
Alright.
be there in half an hour, so let's get a move on.
I gotta go and get a gun for
I mean, Lawrence's vehicle, if that's here, he probably has plenty of guns. Car just spawns weaponry.
Okay, right.
Okay, let's roll.
Let's roll.
Oh, this has come to. Oh, great.
Vincent, could you put some
What?
music on, please?
Vincent? Did you say?
Vincenzi?
Vincent.
Vincent.
Vincenzi's in
music
your
on, please?
limousine?
I thought you were Vincent.
I am Vincent. I'm not talking to Benson.
Oh, Benson.
The person
Ben-
sitting in the front.
Right, Benson. Sorry, I heard Vincent for some reason.
Yeah, so did I, but I'm
Okay,
an Malkavian
okay.
and I hear things.
My little pony girl.
Right.
Music has changed.
All right.
They're shaking my head at this all. What the fuck?
Music these days is amazing.
All right. So,
You
yes,
really do need help. A lot of years.
He puts on some music for you. He
We
visibly winces at the sound. And he asks you, "You insist, sir? Is it necessary?"
Absolutely, absolutely. Whatever the music is that's popular these days. Just
All right.
anything that's popular, go for gold.
All right.
Popular.
Popular 1999 music. Does someone want to take a
The-
stab in the
The
dark?
Eiffel 65.
Oh,
The
Blue.
blue song.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, so that's what's playing in the limo.
This is a lot different to like
Christ.
Beethoven, I must admit.
And your retainer is going to make a self-control check not to tap his foot. He succeeds very admirably with a 10, an 8, and a 7. I'll have you know. So he does not tap his foot. He does not succumb to the music magic.
I'm having a look out the back window to see if we're being followed.
Okay, Garth, can you make a perception alertness
sure
check
can.
for Chase?
And that's where.
One success.
One success.
I,
Right, you don't notice anybody following you particularly, but you get to the Art Institute, and you park up the back, and there are security guards there, and they direct you to where you can park the limo. I don't know whether the limo is going to stop here and park, or whether it's going to drive around in circuits outside, or what do you want it to do?
Whatever Benson feels the need to do, and just
Very
keep the car running, Benson. It won't be long, I don't think.
Very good. And you go inside, and there's a lady in a curator's costume, outfit, uniform. She's got little fine dreadlocks tied back very neatly, and a tag on her thing that says her name is Colette Jensen, which I'm going to write down because one of you bastards is going to ask me this later.
It'll be Sage,
Colette.
Sage.
Charlie, Bell, whatever.
bell.
It's like written there. Right here. See?
All right.
Yeah, but it's small, right?
It's actually the other side.
Oh, on mine it's right there. Okay.
She says,
It's right there. over
"Welcome,
there.
welcome. I'm Colette. I'm here to meet you. I'm going to take you to see Inyanga. You ready?
Oh, you ready?
Everybody,
Yes, yes.
Yep.
very good. We're just going to be
Oh.
going through. Yeah.
Just one thing. There are two retainers. Sorry, 3 retainers are going to show up shortly. If you can just send them through, that would be wonderful.
Well, they can wait in the waiting room.
Fine. I disagree, but that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Right.
All right. And she takes you through to this, through a bunch of exhibitions and things till you get to this exhibition that seems to be based around a bunch of Babylonian, Egyptian, North African pottery, masks, and stuff like that. There is a couple of, steles with hieroglyphs on them. There's this big wooden seat with this kind of wicker backing to it that has Egyptian markings around the edges of it. There's this wooden panel that has this painting from the Roman period from North Africa, with this man wearing a laurel wreath. There's a male figure. The thing on it says that it's some sort of from some tribe called the Nikisi Nakondi. And a lot of oddly very Christian stuff from North Africa. And there's even some pieces that apparently come all the way back from Carthage.
Jesus. Okay.
Anybody here that has any occult stats could roll a intelligence and occult check. Lawrence.
I do not for once.
Namely
How
Lawrence.
do I?
Yeah,
Just double
Bells.
checking. Nah.
Intelligence cult.
Yeah, intelligence and occult.
1 success.
1 success. Lawrence, you know that the city of Carthage has some relevance to the history of the vampires. You don't know exactly what that history is and what it relates to, but Carthage seems to be something that's been mentioned historically in relation to the history of the kindred more than once in the manuals and books that you've been looking at in order to garner context for the magical stuff you've been reading about.
Okay.
In any case, you see this old, wizened-looking lady, this skinny lady with big hair, wrapped up in a very African style above her head, and she has a walking stick and very weathered-looking face and a strange kind of beauty about her. And she walks on her walking stick in your direction, and she stops and she taps the stick in front of her. Belladonna.
Come here.
Brought
I
your
give her a hug.
friends. She hugs you back. Yes.
Yes, I did. I have. They're all here. This is the coterie now.
So, very interesting. I should like to meet all of you. And she looks over at you, Lawrence.
Sorry, I missed that name.
Inyanga.
Oh, I've met her then.
You have met her, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So it is nice to meet you again. And how is your situation? Improving? Or is it?
Seems to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back, ma'am.
Ah, yes. That is the normal rate of progress for the undead. You'll get used to it for a while, but soon you will find that you have taken some control of your own life, and then things will hopefully for you become more smooth sailing. I wish you all of the luck with this. And who is this lovely gentleman? She turns to Vincent.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I am Vincent Hughes.
What a kind face you have, she says, looking at you. Can you make a perception and empathy check, Vincent?
I like to hear what she has to say about Bob's face.
One success.
One success.
Don't have much empathy.
Right. You believe she absolutely means what she says. She thinks you have a kind face. And
Thank
she
you very
smiles.
much. It's very nice of you.
Very welcome. And you are new here in Chicago this very evening, am I not right?
I was here many years ago, and I'm simply turning and probably passing through. We'll see what happens in the future.
I see. So, therefore, the stakes for you here are very low. And I suppose it does not matter what happens to the city or to its inhabitants for you. But
That's not true. Not true. I mean, for the venture, the stakes are always high, and there's always something to be lost by the loss of the city. There's always reason to be here.
And with the venture, there is stakes. That is what I have seen.
Many stakes, yes.
She smiles. Very kind face that you have. And she turns to Bob. You are the new Bruja. You are friends with Mark Levesque. Am I right?
Yes, it's good to meet you.
What a good boy he is, Monsieur Levesque. I do like that boy. Yes. Well, you find yourself in an interesting situation then. You have come into the city. Both you and your friend here, Vincent, come here tonight and walk directly into what seems to be the very heat of the pot. Out of the fire, should we say, for you, and into the frying pan. Or is it the other way around? And you, sir, she turns to you, Barry.
Who, me, ma'am?
Ah, yes, you. And she's tell me something about your aura, Barry.
My aura is a bit. I'm uncomfortable.
Am I uncomfortable?
Yeah, I'm quite uncomfortable.
Bob, tell me something about your aura. Bobbity bob bob bob. Bob 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 bob.
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so
Like,
you're just confused.
yeah, so
You
it's
don't know who
like,
she is or why you're here.
yeah, or yeah, what I've walked into looks a huge mess.
Right. Lawrence, tell me something about your aura. Besides being a vampire.
Just one thing.
Yeah, one or two things. Whatever you're comfortable with. But at least one thing.
I think he's a little bit peeved at the moment.
Okay.
They lost the Sabbat, so
Right.
a little bit frustrated.
Right. That'll serve you to work on that night. Out of game. Yeah. Okay. And Vincent, tell me something about your aura.
I'm thinking this would be good real estate if I was to knock it down and put a bunch of strip malls in here. It would be brilliant.
Distracted, in other words.
The
He knows
theory.
he knows what a strip mall is, but not a blackberry.
Oh, I've still been out long enough to go to a strip mall, and may I say they are amazing.
Right.
But convenience
Just
stores.
the outside of it.
Right. And Bella, what about your aura?
I am, I guess, comforted by the fact that Young is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have come. Basically, first of all, I want to offer my advices and my services to you all. Perhaps you wish to tell me of your problems. Shall we begin there?
Boy.
You seem uncomfortable, Mr. Harrington. Is there something I can do to put your mind at ease?
Nothing immediately. I'm just reflecting on the night's events.
Now, let me be clear to you. There are many people in this city that believe that Clan Gangrel, that they are somehow weak. That besides from Tyrus and his wolf pack, the rest of the clan here have very little power or strength. And I am frequently finding myself to be underestimated. So let me be clear about something. I am not to be trifled with, and as long as I am your friend, which I am, then you have nothing to worry about from me. So certainly I am here to help you, which is why I have asked you here, because my dear Belladonna, who is my charge, has been put unfairly upon this ridiculous team of cannon fodder designed to be used expendably against the Sabbat, and I will not have that. So it is in my best interests to make sure that you succeed. I do not care what clans you come from. I do not care from whence you hail. I will see this team, this coterie, succeed. Therefore, I offer you my sincere advice, and to put at your disposal my resources, whatever they might be. Do you understand?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
The first suggestion that I would make to you is that you are not using this opportunity in any way at all. So far, you have been reacting to everything. So far, what I have seen from you, and this includes you, Belladonna, you are guilty of this. You must stop being reactive. You must start being proactive. If there are Sabbat, you must trap them, find them, lure them. If you do not know where they are, bring them to you. Don't wait for them to make another attack and then fail and flounder about trying to capture one or two of them. Give them something they cannot resist. Then they will come to you, and then you will find them. Capture them, learn from them, destroy them. Whatever it is that you wish. But you must not sit about waiting for them. You must not be reactive.
What is it that they want?
Well, power, of course, opportunities, information, intelligence, money, weapons, things they can sell, things they can use, holdings.
Maybe we should find some way to spread rumors that we're guarding a shipment of weapons.
This is what you can talk about among yourselves. I'm not here to talk about the specifics of these things. I merely wish to change the direction that you have been going.
That's really good advice. Thank you.
Perhaps said enough. I see already that you have begun to dawn. Very well. I give you this chance now if you wish any more questions before I leave.
Are you going?
Well, I have things to do.
I want to introduce you to Rita.
Ah, yes. Your new retainer. You told me about her. I've been told she is in the waiting room downstairs. Shall we bring her up?
Sure, yeah.
Very
great.
good then. And she taps her cane twice on the floor, and at that, Colette Jensen opens the door, and she says, "Yes, ma'am." And Inyanga says, "Oh, you do not need to call me ma'am. Please send in the retainers that Belladonna has brought with her." "Yes, Inyanga." And she steps back out of the door frame. Inyanga says, "Well, I suppose it will take them a minute to get here. Do you have any questions, any of you?" Mr. Harrington, you seem very distracted. Is this mission not to your tastes?
I'm just a little confused. We're meant to be getting information out of the civilians we found.
Well then, why don't you do that next?
Hey, Lawrence just sort of, shuts up. Is definitely confused and frustrated right now.
Okay.
Okay. So I turn to Inyanga. Are the blood bags here yet? Maybe we can do some investigating while you meet the new arrival and
I don't know anything about these blood bags. What is this? She turns to you, Sage.
Belladonna.
Belladonna.
Basically, we found blood bags at the spot factory, incendiary factory. So we rescued them. We've taken them to the mental ward of the Kindred
So
Hospital.
they are not here.
They're not here now.
Very good. This is Elysium. It would be a very bad idea to bring them here.
Yeah, we'll find another place.
At that point, your two retainers come wandering in.
Okay.
So, can you describe Zora and our other new retainer?
Okay. Well, I'm not entirely sure about Rita,
Right.
so I might have to leave that in your hands.
Okay.
But Zora is a quite a thin, older. I mean, she's probably younger than most of you guys here. Around about the same age as Lawrence, looking like you're mid-30s, right? Is that right?
Yeah, early mid 30s.
Right. She has a shawl, like a white shawl, and a whole bunch of silver jewelry. She's quite beautiful. And I'm not sure about Rita.
Right.
I'll have to cover that.
Rita is half French, half Caucasian. No, sorry, half French, half... because French is Caucasian. She's half French, half Hispanic. So she's... I don't know. She seems to be dressed in... She's wearing like a hoodie, track pants. She's not dressed up.
We probably have what we could find for her.
Right.
Because she didn't have any clothes on when we found her.
Right. And she's got some sneakers, like high tops. She looks like she's dressed to play basketball or something like that. Anyway, she comes in with Zora.
And Jimmy should be here too.
Right, Jimmy comes in with her. Right, of course. Jimmy comes shuffling in behind them.
Oh, Jimmy. Good to see you, buddy. Haven't seen you in a long time.
Jimmy looks up at you. Oh my goodness! It's Chase. Chase, you didn't tell me that Vincent was going to be here.
I just found out tonight.
We haven't seen him for a long time.
No, I just found out tonight.
Well, I'm very sorry to see you here, Vincent, and I'm very sorry, very sorry. Never mind.
You're definitely looking a lot better than the last time I saw you. That's for sure. Things well?
Oh, it depends what you think of things being well, I suppose. But we're still alive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always a blessing, I believe.
Right. Okay. Inyaga crosses over to Zora and to your new retainer, and she starts talking to them quietly.
Mm-hmm.
And she says to you, Chase, Jesus Christ. Belladonna?
Yes?
Would you like to spend some time with us here, or would you like to head on and get on with your business? I can send the retainers to you.
I probably need to join these guys. Do you want to spend some time with these two? They can help you somehow.
Certainly, and I can teach them some things.
I think that's a good idea.
Very well.
Is that all right with you, Zora?
Of course, it is all right with me. Yes.
I think you'll really like Inyanga Rita. She's lovely.
Rita smiles. It's like the first time you've seen her smile.
Does she have her kitten?
Right now,
Or would she it'd probably be hidden in her hair or something? Doesn't like,
it's in a pocket.
oh, cute.
All right, so you guys head off.
Go on, let's
Pretty much. Where do you
let's
go?
go and deal with these blood bags, these people.
All right, so your next stop is the Kindred Society Hospital.
Yep.
All right, and you're going via same limo still?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'll have to.
All right, so the limousine turns up at the Kindred Society Hospital. Okay, and so Sage and Chase, you know where to go.
Yeah.
And when you get there, this dude comes out with big glasses on. He's kind of chunky, wearing his uniform. You guys know him as Herman Jackson. And
Jackson.
he comes outside with this kind of goofy looking smile on his face. He's just a little bit too happy. Hey there, how you doing?
Hey,
Hey,
Dixon.
Herman. I'm gonna try and be more happier than him.
That's bad. Okay.
Hi.
You
Oh
want to
my
make a
God, it's great to see you. Come here, buddy.
charisma and performance check.
I don't know I'm gonna be able to do this. This is not my expertise.
This is one way to get experience points.
Oh no, I
Zero
don't manage.
successes. He gives you this look like almost pitying.
I
And
tried.
Jason, like, looking at you as though, what's up with you?
Right.
He was so happy. I wanted to be happier.
So, what's going on here? You ready to take the inmates?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Sure.
Yes, please.
Transfer patients. He doesn't say inmates. He calls them patients. All right. Well, have you got a transport? I mean, there. Is this the transport? Points to the limo.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
could I borrow some transport, please?
Well, I could probably organize an ambulance for you if you like.
Yes, and could you make sure that everybody knows that I'm supposed to have the ambulance?
Well, yeah, sure. I'll make sure there's a driver with it. How about that? In fact, you know what?
Thank you.
I'll come along and I'll drive the ambulance with you.
Cool.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yay.
Excellent.
Where are we going?
We're going to the Chantry.
I don't know what that
Chantry?
is. Where? What is that on the map?
Do you have a Okay. Hey Lawrence, what's the address for that?
Blah 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 blah.
I see.
Bloody
yes.
blah blah blah. Right.
Yeah.
Very specific. Okay.
Is there a way that we could keep them sedated until we get there?
Well, sure. Presently, they're all in a ward of their own, and they're actually not sedated. Some of them have woken up, but I've been keeping them calm, and nobody's done anything surprising or anything like that. They've been they're reasonably happy. They're on medication.
Have you got restraints? Can you restrain them to the beds as you put them inside the ambulance, please?
Is a kink of yours, Vincent?
It's
It could be.
It's not something we typically like to do, and these days it's more of a thing of the past. We tend to leave the restraints until they're absolutely necessary, if you know what I mean.
And you don't think they're necessary at this moment?
Well, at this moment, they seem to be fairly happy. We've got them on, and he gives you this list of drugs that they're on. If anyone cares to make a medicine check, like an intelligence and medicine check.
I will.
Or alternatively, intelligence and science, if you have that.
Man, I have good science.
Isn't there like 5 of us and 5 of them? We can just sort of stand over top of them.
The fact that it's very non-natural sounding bores me.
Right.
Okay, stupid timeout question.
Yeah.
Blood bag means human, right? So
This is a specific type of human. In this case, they've literally been used as blood bags. They've literally been hung upside down and used as blood bags. So
They all have bites on their skin.
it's a kind of Sabbat thing that they do. Camarilla would frown very heavily upon this. And yeah, when you do meet them, which you will in a minute, in fact, we'll just save it for that. When they bring them out to the ambulance and they bring out these people, they kind of wander out. Some of them have still got saline drips and little stands next to them with wheels on them, and they come out. They look very feeble and dazed. And they come out and they get in the back of the ambulance with some assistance from a couple of other nurses that come out with them. And you notice, in fact, can you make a perception alertness check, Vincent? Or unless you have perception and medicine?
No, alertness would definitely. Oh, they're both terrible for me, so it doesn't matter. Perception, anything's bad. Come on. 0 successes. I don't notice a thing.
You
I
don't notice.
don't. No, they look fine to me, I guess.
Yeah, they look fine to you. Bob, do you want to make a perception, investigation, alertness, or medicine check?
I'll do an investigation.
Let's go, Bobby.
Lawrence, you've seen them before, eh?
No.
Yeah. He has.
1 success.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
1 success.
Got
Okay.
you
Well,
there. Sorry, man.
Bob, you noticed they've literally got bite marks ripped out of their skin in places. Like vampires typically lick the wounds when they feed. Whoever did this didn't give a fuck about that.
Yep.
There's some sight.
Yeah. Yeah. So they all get in the back of the ambulance and you start traveling to the Chantry. All right. And you arrive at the Chantry after a good 20 minutes traveling. And outside the
I
Chantry...
would have texted ahead for Richter to be aware.
All right, very good. And so the ambulance arrives. The gates are already open. And the ambulance pulls up to the back door. You drive in through the gates around this fountain, around the back of the building that I showed you earlier. I'm pretty sure everybody saw that, right? And you're going through a back entrance there, and they park up, and everybody's taken in to a large glass observatory full of plants and other botanical stuff. There's a pool there, huh?
Where did this come from?
Well, you've gone in through the back entrance.
Oh my god. Well, Bells is like, she's in awe. She is distracted. Consider her heavily distracted from now on.
Okay. There's glass ceilings.
Oh.
Big plants of all sorts of different cultures and climates and stuff in here. And at the end of the hallway, you see there's this, for all intents and purposes, Vincent, there is a young boy of about 12 years old wearing a suit with a bow tie and a cane, with black hair perfectly parted to one side and dark rings about his eyes. Bob, you also have never seen this person before, so... Yeah. And he steps into the room. Behind him is a very pretty lady with shoulder-length black hair. Lawrence, of course, knows this is his sire, Ericto. Some of you have met her. And there's a portly black gentleman with a top hat, a cane, and about his feet is a small alligator on a leash. And they're standing around the pool at the far end of the this glass conservatory as the patients are unloaded from the ambulance and brought in.
I'll just nod at Erecto and then walk over and stand beside her. Watch everything.
She says to you, and is everything well?
We lost the Sabat informant. Well, not informant. While I was bringing us towards the Chantry, stopped towards the Sears Tower to pick up these 2 new members of the coterie. And one that we were to bring back here from the police station got away and was gunned down by the Sears Tower guard.
Interesting. That's very odd, isn't it? She says to you, leaning into you, it's almost as if the Ventrue wanted that to happen.
The exact same thought.
Hmm.
I'm honestly not sure if we'll retrieve anything from these civilians.
Did I hear that?
No.
No? Okay.
You can make a perception alertness check, but seeing as you're at the other side of the hall, the other side of the thing, it's a very low chance. You need a difficulty of 9 and you need 3 successes.
Let's go, man.
We'll just say I didn't hear it. I'm you know, if it's not something that's for my ears, we'll go with that.
Okay. Very well. Well, I suppose we can do our best, can't we?
I'll just nod and then watch the procession.
She says, Nikolai has something to say, actually. She steps back. And the young man steps forward and he says, welcome everyone to the Chantry House. My name is Nikolai Antonescu. Some of you will know me already, I'm sure. I'd like to welcome you all here. I see we have some new faces. It's very, very pleasant to meet you. You are the new Chicago Queen Coterie, I suppose. And he taps his cane on the floor. Well, I wish you the better luck than the last group. It seems that this is an entirely new set of faces. You really should give yourselves a new name.
I agree.
Yeah.
Any case, I am, as I say, my name is Nikolai. I'm the head of the Chantry here. That means that I am the Primogen of Clan Tremere. I'm sure you're looking at me and wondering why, as a child, a vampire, this is against the rules of the Camarilla. And indeed it is. Very much against the rules of the Camarilla, for to make a child a vampire is a very cruel and unusual thing to do. But let me say this to you. I was born and I was created before the Camarilla even existed. Therefore, my sire did not break any masquerade or any rules, and I was not considered an abomination at that time. Thus, the Inner Circle in Vienna has declared that I shall remain and be given the status that I have been considered to deserve as a vampire of so many centuries now. So I hope that puts you to ease as to who I am, what I am, and why I'm here. Now, Lawrence, Mr. Harrington. Mr. Harrington here is our newest member of our clan, and I should like to give him an opportunity to lead this investigation. We, of course, will be available to assist you if you need help. But, of course, this is your chance to practice and to learn, Mr. Harrington. Your success will be rewarded.
Very well.
Is there a room in the building that you should like to utilize for this? More than one room, of course. You may use the east wing if you so prefer.
Is there a place I would know that would be a good fit?
I like this one, Lawrence. Come on, it's so pretty here. It smells so lovely.
Outside by the pool.
Yeah. I mean, look at this.
We can do it here.
Very well. Do you wish us to remain here, or do you find that you would prefer not to have the interference of your elders? I totally understand if that is the case, says Nikolai.
I don't feel that way at all. Please.
Very well. Disable, perhaps we shall just sit over here and wait for the proceedings. You may go ahead as you will, Mr. Harrington.
He'll take off his suit jacket and fold it up and put it over a stone rail and roll up his shirt and then get busy.
All right. So you approach the first of the 5 individuals who's sitting on a flat, what would you call it? like a park bench.
Yeah.
In this conservatory, and she's sitting there, and she looks up at you as you approach. So I'm just going to have a quick look at your character sheet, Mr. Harrington. Make sure that you're up to the task. All right. So she's sitting there and she looks up at you. What do you do?
I'm assuming with DM interference that Lawrence would know what to do.
Well, okay, look, out of game.
Is there a special ritual, or am I just asking them?
Out of game, you've got Dominate level 2.
Oh, so literally just dominate them.
You've got Dominate level 2. You've got Thaumaturgy, obviously
one.
as a Tremere. You level 1 thaumaturgy.
The only one that would help.
I was under the
is that
impression there was
one.
like a special ritual that I would be doing, but if I'm dominating, then yeah, I'll dominate.
Well, basically, you're going to use whatever means at your disposal to find out any information that you can. So you have a taste for blood, which is level 1 thaumaturgy, which will give you some information, and so you can roll that if you want. You can. I mean, this is really an opportunity to just role play out some interrogation scenes with dominate assisted interrogation, if you like, with some taste of blood bonus information.
Okay.
Vincent might also be good at helping, maybe.
I'll try.
I don't know what you're capable of.
I'm just chilling. This is Lawrence's show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to mesmerize them. See if I
Okay.
can get them to answer
Right.
some questions.
All right. So mesmerize is going to be against the target's willpower. Is that correct?
It says here manipulation leadership DC 8.
DC 8. Okay. So not against their willpower. Okay.
Difficulty is the willpower of the target. Sorry.
Difficulty is the willpower target. So the difficulty is 4 in this case.
Okay.
The target's willpower is very low. And what are you asking them? We can roll first or after, whatever you like.
Yeah, sure. I'll roll first. Usually it doesn't go well, so let's see how it goes.
Would you like to spend any willpower points?
Well, I've given myself some leadership points, so hopefully I can roll well.
Yeah. Good luck. Break a leg, as they say.
So difficulty 4. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I will get her attention and say,
Hello.
know where you've been, where we saved you from.
Yes, I remember. What was the question?
Did your captors ever speak around you?
Yes. Yes.
Did they say any names?
Regard. He was a monster.
Seen him?
Yes. He did. He made this mark here. He
How long
fed off
did
all
they
of
have
us.
you?
Weeks. They moved us 3 or 4 times. Different places, different locations.
Do you remember where?
They put hoods on us, and we were moved in a bus. But the bus had there was a number plate. I saw the number plate. It was she gives you the number plate, J4796 or something. I remembered this number plate. I've been reciting it in my head for the last 14 days.
That's good. That'll help. Is there anything else you can provide?
There was a lot of them. I think there was more than 10. They talked about shipments and their ground zero. They talked about ground zero all the time. Ground zero.
Tell me about that.
I don't know, but I think they're planning to blow something up.
It didn't specify where.
They
when.
They were speaking in code. I think it was. The impression that I had was it would be in the next. Probably the next. I don't know, week or 2 maybe. It felt urgent. There was a lot of vehicles involved.
I'm gonna look over at Director
She nods.
and ask her, is there anything else we would like to ask them?
Do you have any names? Descriptions?
I'll look back at the girl. Can you describe the leaders, what they look like?
So she, over the next 10 minutes, she gives you descriptions of a bunch of different people. And yeah, there's like, she gives you 7 different descriptions, but she's pretty sure there was more of them.
But she can only provide Philip's name.
Yep. Yep. She, clearly Rigord, who she refers to him as Rigord, clearly he was the leader. And they were terrified of him too. They treated him with a lot of respect. And when he was around, they were fucking quiet and silent and respectful. And he did anything he wanted to anybody at any time. And he was free to do so. She tells you that they used the term that someone was coming. Someone they called the Bishop. Out of game, not Bishop. Just the Bishop.
Mhm.
And this Philippe Rigord, not that Philippe.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting crossover.
So you say
Um,
conspiracies.
would Lawrence know if Mesmerize works for commands like sleep, stuff like that?
If you can, I mean, the thing is, if you've got Mesmerize, you can use Command the Wearied Mind to just make them sleep, which is level 1 dominate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think once it feels like she's given all the information she can, I'll just tell her to sleep.
All right. She does. She just nods off quietly. All
Were
right.
the other blood bags awake as well, or they're still
Yep,
sleeping?
they've all been woken up. Well, they let's say they get woken up for each interview.
Okay. So I'll just cross-check the information.
Okay.
Um,
Right. So
with-
over the process of doing so, do you want to make another? Give me 5 dominate checks. Just see what we get.
Same for willpower.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 successes for the first one.
Okay.
2 for the next one.
Mm-hmm. They're a bit more vague.
2 for the next one.
Similarly.
4 successes for that next one.
Wow. Okay. That's the 5th one.
I think there was one more.
One more. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 4 successes.
4 successes. All right. So yeah, you know that they're making preparations for this bishop to arrive. You don't know what that means, and they refer to somebody else as the paladin.
So they mentioned the bishop, the paladin.
Yeah, but
Blow something up soon.
Yep, and the paladin will be arriving with the bishop and seems to be subservient to the bishop.
I'm going to turn to Director. Do these
Right.
titles mean anything to you?
They ask about titles. Yes,
Russell, will I know that?
yes, you do.
Yep, she's right. They are Sabbat titles.
How high up are they, Chase?
Well, one's a prince, isn't it, Russell?
Equivalent of a prince. Yeah, bishop is
The
like a
equivalent
prince.
of a prince, yeah.
And
And the other one's like an archon, I think?
yeah.
Archon. The other one's like an archon.
So they're sending a prince and an archon.
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah.
they
Or
send a
something up in
prince?
Chicago.
What a strange thing. Is they sending a prince? Does that mean they're preparing to take over?
A prince is arriving or sending. I'm just
The equivalent
Thinking out
of a
loud.
prince.
I see.
Yeah, so,
sounds like a hostile takeover.
yeah.
Doesn't it? Very well. Well, I suppose that your interview is complete. Would you like to keep these prisoners or these our guests here, or return them to somewhere else? At this point, they've been missing already from the public eye for several weeks, so I'm sure they will not be missed no matter what happens to them.
I'll look at Bells.
I don't think. I mean, we're not going to kill them.
Of course we're not going to kill them.
Removing their memory is fine, but if you look at their skin, there's no hiding that. Or is there? I don't know. I don't know
Would
magic.
Would a little bit of blood help with the skin damage that they've currently got going?
It's too late now.
What have we got? You know, like, is it like male, female? Like, what have we got here?
There were 3 of each, but now there's 2 males and 3 women.
Okay.
They seem to be, like, finding out more information about them. I mean, I'm going to assume, Lawrence, that during your interrogation you asked them some simple questions, that like who they are and what they did, right?
Yeah. I think one other thing I would have asked is if the word Gehenna was mentioned at all.
Not specifically. Not specifically. Actually, I'll tell you what was mentioned. Is they talk about seeking the sleeper.
Chase, does that mean anything?
I mean,
Nothing to me.
can I? Do I know anything about the sleeper? Because it sounds like I might actually know about the sleeper.
I think you might.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
So does Bells have a look of recognition?
Does
Probably.
Bells have a look of recognition? All right.
Do you want to enlighten us, Bells?
No. I am surprised, is all. That's all.
Lawrence is
Sleeper.
gonna
What?
look over at
Crazy.
Ericto, see if she will say anything.
In her mind, she's singing la 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 la.
Belladonna, what is your aura saying right now?
She.
Yeah, aura perception. That's a good one.
Roll your aura perception.
Okay. Oh.
I mean, Ricto's doing it too, but
She is nervous. How many do you want?
well, I'll wait to see what he gets because
DC 6, is it?
Is it my willpower?
aura perception. I think it's just straight 8, isn't it?
Yes,
For
8.
perception.
So 2 successes, both of them 10s.
Wow.
Okay, well, you know I'm a
2.
vampire.
Right, we know that.
And what was the word I just said?
You said nervous, but I think
Yeah.
with two 10s, I think you can give him a third thing.
Okay. Nervous and
Could I suggest something?
okay, yeah, sure.
I would suggest that her aura has this quality whereby she is trying to deflect questions. She's trying to wriggle.
I mean, that's obvious.
Right.
Yeah,
She's,
I think that's two
there's a
different things.
defensiveness that's very clear, yeah.
There's no physical indicator that aura perception is being used, is there?
Not at all. Not at all. It's totally invisible.
So what is Erecto doing?
Ericto's looking at her, and Ericto steps forward a little. She says, Miss Rivers, if you know anything about this situation that you're not telling us, I'm sure we would be inclined to keep it to ourselves. You're safe here.
Please respect my privacy.
Are we to assume that you are under some form of exterior control, or is this clan business?
Don't.
This
Don't
is a
be
matter
offended,
of
all right?
security to the city and to all kindred here. This is about a very serious issue.
I know. But I can't say anything. Not until I know that I can say something. Okay? Is that all right?
How do you know when you can say something?
Well,
I will know.
clearly she will need to ask someone for permission to speak. Possibly her sire, possibly her elder, possibly Archon Tyrus.
Where am I during this conversation? Curiosity.
You're nearby.
Can I hear this? Am I thinking, okay, this chick is not very trustworthy? Okay.
You can hear this, yeah.
I'm just going to. I'm going to turn around and walk.
You walk back towards the ambulance entrance.
That was too heavy for me. So I'm going to just walk back to the limousine.
Oh, okay. The limousine is here, or the ambulance is here?
Both of them are here.
Both of them are
if I
here?
remember correctly.
Okay, fair enough. All right. When you get out to the limousine, there's a dude out there, black guy, who you met a couple of times before, Garwood Marshall. Do you remember Garwood? He's standing outside and he's got short hair. He looks a bit like Eddie Murphy.
Right.
And he's smoking a cigarette. He turns around and he's wearing a cape, like a fucking Dracula cape.
Nice
Wait, so
cape.
Dracula Eddie Murphy, is that what we're going with right now?
Right. I don't know whether you're seeing this or not, but because you're inside, but this is what our friend Belladonna is seeing right now.
I'm gonna go after her if I may.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
gonna mention that guy has a nice cape.
He turns around. Yeah, sure. Thanks. There was a party earlier tonight. Sorry, I look like a fucking idiot wearing that. Takes it
I
off
don't
and
mind.
starts folding it up. Do you want it? Chucks it at you. Here you go. It's yours.
Okay. Thank you.
You can have these too if you want. And he takes out a plastic pair of fangs from his pocket too.
Oh no, they were just in your mouth, weren't they? Kind of unhygienic.
Well, not just in my mouth. It was a little while ago. Come on.
I'm okay. Thank you. I've got my own.
Sure. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. I don't care. Chase, you're walking up behind her now.
Well, now I'm flanked.
Yep. So Garwood's in front of you. Chase is behind you.
Okay.
So where are you? Having a nice night? I heard there was something going on down here. To be honest with you, I was just snooping around to see if I could find something out.
No, it's not very interesting. It's just one of those nights. One of those slow, quiet nights.
Why are you here, Chase?
Why am I here?
Yeah.
I need some air. It's a bit tough for me in there.
We're vampires. We don't need air.
Yeah, but I do. I tell you
Oh.
why I do, I don't like being in places with tension. And there's lots of tension in there. Can you feel that tension? I can feel that tension.
Yeah, I felt it directed right at me. Yeah.
It's a bit tough when they get like that, isn't it? It's
Bob.
terrible. It's terrible. I can't stand it when it's like that.
What's Bob doing right now?
I'm just paying attention to what's going on.
Okay, so you're just hanging out. Well, which group are you paying attention to right now?
I'm inside at the moment, so I'm not seeing the outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Lot-
So you're
Notes were taken.
so you're with Lawrence and Vincent right now. Ericto, the patients, the other Tremere, inside the glass house.
They're standing around awkwardly.
Okay.
I just wanted you to know, boss. You have my support.
Thank you.
Okay? I just
Yeah.
want you to know that.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm going back into tension world now. All right?
Okay.
You just stay out here and be calm. Be calm.
I'm trying.
Don't let anybody push you around now.
Okay.
Mind you, I would say one thing. Always, always make sure that you know what you're doing, because sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, and I think I know what I'm doing, but
Hey, Chase. I think you should go back in now. Off you go.
okay, I'm going back into the tension world, though. All right, you just stay out here, be calm.
What an odd character he was, says Garwood.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's always been that way.
Is he okay? Like in the head?
But that's not fair.
Well, it's kind of true, though, isn't it? Let's be fair.
He's a Malkavian then.
Well, that explains everything. See, my perceptions were not too far off the bean.
No, they're pretty spot on. So what was your name, sorry?
Garwood Marshall. We've met before. Surely we have. Well, out of game, he hasn't met you, has he? It's Mercy. He's met Mercy.
Yeah.
Fuck, sorry. Okay, that makes sense.
Garwood Marshall.
Yeah.
I haven't met you, no, but I'm Belladonna Rivers.
Belladonna Rivers. Well.
Quite possibly alienating my coterie right now.
Well, you should probably go and hang out with them and make sure they don't get alienated. You want me to come with you?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Where are the fangs? Where are we going?
That sounds like a good idea. Okay, he puts the fangs on.
On your way back, you discover that he didn't go inside. He just stood by the door outside.
Okay. All right. Well, as they come back, you see Garwood Marshall wearing his fangs, plastic fangs, and he wraps Belladonna in the red and black vampire cloak. Cheap-looking Halloween shit that it is. Well, come on then, and they come wandering in. Meanwhile, inside, what's been going on? Joe, probably you should lead that description.
He's talking with Lawrence is talking with Ricto, trying to decipher the interviews.
Right. Ricto says to you, this is before Belladonna comes back. Ricto says to you, your coterie member Belladonna is clearly hiding something. I would like you to find out what it is.
It's odd behavior. She's normally very upfront. So.
Don't push too hard. Obviously, whatever it is, she can't speak of it, so she must be feeling under some pressure to keep it to herself. It may be that Archon Tyrus or some other elder has put pressure on her to not reveal this information, but your patient mentioned, what, a sleeper?
Wake the sleeper.
Wake the sleeper. What do you think that means?
Makes me think there's some ancient vampire buried beneath Chicago they're trying to wake up. Possibly. I don't know. Does such a thing exist?
There have been rumors abound of this type of thing for some time. Obviously,
it's logical. That's the Occam's razor of it all.
Yes. It worries me because we've heard this story before and we've always put it down to rumors and quite frankly, I've always thought it was bullshit.
How long has the rumors existed?
Well, ever since the inception of the city of Chicago. They've been persisted on and off for the last 100 or so years, as long as I've been alive.
And the rumors, have they alluded to the identity of the sleeper?
No, we have no real information. Some people say that it's... I've heard one rumor that there's a vampire buried beneath the... What was it? The Succubus Club. But it's ridiculous.
How would we learn if such a thing is true?
Well, I suppose we'd have to investigate. Would you like to take the task upon yourselves? I mean, you are, after all, our Sabbat hunting team.
I guess so. I don't see I have an option.
Childer, I would like to say something to you too. She says, She takes you a little bit aside. You guys can listen in if you want to, but you'd have to go to a little bit of trouble to do so if you want to. I'd make you roll perception alertness checks to
Alright.
overhear.
I'm going to do that.
I don't
Let's
interrupt
go,
private
Bob.
conversations. I'm good.
Okay.
I do.
3 successes.
3 6. Okay, so Bob, you overhear this. She says, Lawrence, I know you feel put out because the weight of the whole city has been put upon your shoulders. The whole city's so-called defense of the Sabbat has been put in the hands of a few vampires who have no real power, it seems. But you have the capacity to request reinforcements, weapons, assistance, all sorts of things. Anything that you need, you can ask the prince, you can ask Nikolai, you can ask anyone for things that might help you. Don't think you have to do this by yourselves, that you have no options. You do need to know what you're asking for, and you do have to have some sort of plan, but it's not as if you don't have any opportunity to advance your cause. And further to this, Lawrence, whilst you are collecting resources, you might as well collect some for yourself. Use it as an opportunity to take a step forward. Build
I understand
something
what
here.
you're saying. To be honest, I wasn't sure if all of that was possible.
Well, you won't know if you don't try, will you? She gives him a kiss on the cheek. Poor Lawrence. It's been hard for you, hasn't it?
Where do you advise I should begin?
Well, you could ask Nikolai if he has any familiars that might assist you. He may have some ritual or something that might be of use specifically. If you approach him with specifics, he is more likely to assist you. If you ask him vaguely, he will deflect you and send you away. After that, I suggest that you take it to the Primogen Council. Ask for a meeting, ask for an audience with the Primogen. Have them see you, make yourself be seen and heard. Get them to know that you are doing this thing, and that the thing is, what you don't understand, or what you don't seem to understand about vampire society at present, is that they must be seen to be active too. If you literally go in front of the Primogen Council and say, we have been put together to perform this task, we need these resources, will you give them to us? They will be forced to give them to you, because they will look bad if they do not. And then they will be literally jumping to be the one that gives you the most.
I
You have to play
I
these.
haven't had the chance to bring this up until now. We haven't had any solid evidence.
Well, I suppose you do now, and you have a reason to do so, because if there is a vampire in the city of Chicago that is ancient of any sort, Lawrence, look at me. We want their blood.
I suppose a meeting with the Primogen Council is in order.
Very good. Well, I suggest you get to it then. Be gentle with Sage. Oh, not Sage. Belladonna.
I will. I haven't had a reason to distrust her yet.
Good. Very well then. I'll let you go. Well, Nikolai, I think we're done here. Yes, I tend to agree with you, he says. And the three elders leave. They nod at you, Vincent, as they leave, by the way. They don't really pay any attention to Bob or Chase. They give you a cursory nod, Bells, as they leave as well. And you're now alone with your patients in the glass house.
Righty-o.
Garwood's
So-
still with me, right?
Who?
Garwood.
Garwood, yeah, Garwood's still with you. Garwood's
Yeah.
got plastic fangs in his mouth. And he opens his, as they leave, he goes,
And they call us Milkavians.
So scary, Garwood.
well, come on. You got to lighten the mood a little bit. You guys are also fucking serious. What's up with that?
New.
What?
And I'm new here.
Oh, my name's Garwood. Garwood Marshall. Pleased to meet you. Don't worry about the fangs. I'm not usually a complete asshole or a complete idiot, but sometimes it's important.
Yes, I agree.
Can I just start walking out of the room and grab my phone and make a call to Prince Lorden, please?
Sure, you can do that. So you head outside to do that? Or do you head inside to do that?
I'll go inside because then I can have a look around while I'm doing it. I don't know this location, so it'd be good to know a little bit about more about what they have going on here.
All right. You open the door and you step into this hallway. Can you make a perception alertness check?
I definitely can, which won't be very good. 3 successes, which is amazing. I have no alertness.
Wow, 3 successes.
Good job.
Okay, well, first of all, you feel this presence in the shadows around you. And the second thing that you notice is that the floor seems to be oddly not steady, like you feel almost like you're on a ship. Like your balance is being thrown off. And you feel this kind of weird wooziness putting you at dis-ease as you go into the building.
I think
this hallway.
I'm going to turn around. I want to turn around. I'm not brave enough to keep walking. I'm good. I'm good. Get me around.
Okay.
Getting out.
Back into
Nope.
okay. Back out to the glass house.
Mental note. Not coming back here again. Good stuff. Let's call up.
All right. So you go outside to make your phone call.
Yes. All
right.
I think that was enough.
And there is also, don't forget, the limo is there. You could get in the limo if you wanted to. So.
I'm just strolling and making my phone call. I don't really care. Prince Lorden, does he speak Russian? I assume he would, right? Given his age.
You know what? I'm going to find out because that is actually something that is on his character sheet.
Awesome.
And I don't think he does, to be honest with you.
Oh, bugger. Okay.
You start speaking, he's like, stop.
Right.
Like, stop. Google Translate has not been invented yet. And when it is invented, it's still a nightmare.
Oh, it's terrible for the first 10 years or so. So it's
Right.
It's
It still has its moments. I'm afraid he does not speak Russian.
okay.
Okay, so you call him up anyway, and someone answers the phone and says, yes.
Hello, this is Vincent Dawes of the Venture. I'd like to speak to His Highness if he's available, please.
His Highness. Very well. You hear the phone kind of shuffle around and get handed over, and material and stuff and slides across the desk. And then, this is Prince Lorden speaking.
Hello, Your Majesty. It's Vincent here. I'm calling up. We've just finished interviewing these blood bags, and I was wondering if I could ask for some of your assistance, if you would be so kind.
I do not typically offer assistance. What are you looking for?
Well, I've got a number plate here, and I was just wondering if you had anyone in the police force that could give us any information about it. Locations, where it's registered, any information.
I'm going to give you a phone number for a individual who works for my company, Secure Corp. In the future, if you have interesting questions like this, you can contact them.
Excellent.
One moment. Out of game. The person's name is Abigail Keats. Sergeant Abigail Keats.
Excellent. She's a member of the local police force, I'd assume?
She is indeed. And she is a retainer of mine.
Excellent. Thank you very much, my liege.
If you wish to run phone numbers or vehicle registrations, license plates, passports, anything like that. SSIDs.
Excellent. Would I also be able to trouble her for perhaps a police ID, just so we can move around unencumbered by the rabble?
You wish to have police IDs? Well, I have already organized for your coterie brood mates or coterie mates to have such things already. If you speak to Belladonna or to Chase, I think either of them have already been contacted with out of game.
The FBI things. Was it?
No, I'm not, yeah, but
Oh,
I'm
the
talking
guy.
about talking about the what's his name?
The guy who gave us the stuff.
Yeah,
Because I thought you guys had fake IDs. I didn't know if you. Yeah, I thought
No,
I'd get the real
they
thing.
were real ones. They were
Okay.
real ones.
the person to speak to is Tommy Hines, and I think that this can be arranged through Belladonna.
Excellent.
Now, in the future, please don't trouble me with every little thing.
Not a problem, my liege. I appreciate your time.
Good night. Click.
Okay. Click. And yeah, calling Abigail Keats.
All right. Abigail Keats, hello?
Hello, Abigail. I was given your number by Lorden. I was wondering if I could speak to you about a number plate choice, please.
Of course you do. Do you know what time it is?
It's time for a number plate run. It's not that late, I hope.
Okay, sure. What's the plate number?
It is J4796.
You can hear pens scribbling or something down. All right. Is this the phone number that I'm to call you back on?
Yeah, that's fine. You can just text it. You don't need to call. That's fine. You're a busy person, I'm sure.
I'm a tired person who has not had enough sleep.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get back to you with the information about this number plate.
Brilliant. Thank you, Abigail. Have a good day.
Good night.
Click.
Click. See how the shit flows downhill? That's vampire.
So with the pool, in the green glass house thing,
Yep.
is it an actual pool or is it like moss covered?
It's moss covered lilies, lily pads, fucking
Dang.
frogs, insects, swirly things that kind of move unnervingly beneath the surface.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Garwood, you should really clean this out, and then we could, go for a swim.
You wouldn't want to swim in there. It's only about 4 feet deep.
Go for a paddle.
If you really want to go for a paddle, just over the cliff there is the lake.
Right, let's go.
Right now? Are you out
Right
of your
now.
mind? Right now?
Yes. Let's go.
Are you daring me?
I'm daring you.
Is this a double dare? Fuck you.
Dare.
He starts taking his clothes off.
I'll do the same. Let's go.
All right, so you
Sorry,
and
guys.
Garwood Marshall go running off and jump off the cliff into the lake.
Oh, I see a naked Belladonna jumping off into the lake from the... Yeah, okay, cool.
And the naked Garwood.
Yep, yep.
Right, I'm going to get the guys together.
Well, is that before or after they've gone swimming?
Watch them swim, let them swim.
All right. And after they've finished swimming, half an hour later, I suppose, Garwood tells you how to get back up to the mansion, to the chantry from the beach.
That was so much fun.
All right.
Yep.
So what's everybody doing?
All right. I'll get the guys together.
What time is it?
Time now is 3 a.m.
Lance is going to retreat to his study and just try and... Is he still? I think I've still got aggravated damage from before.
Right. Damn.
So I need to sleep it off.
Okay. So as good old Garth here has discovered recently, aggravated damage takes a willpower point and 5 blood points to heal.
Ow.
And a day per level.
Calvin's habit, just taking a dot off each day.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Do you have much to eat here, Garwood? Or...
To eat, not a lot to eat. We tend to go and feed and come back, but
Right.
there's under emergency circumstances, we have some light snacks available. But I wouldn't say this was an emergency.
No. And I don't want to feed off these guys.
Yeah.
They've already been through a lot. What are we gonna do with them?
So your name's Chase, right?
That's my name.
Right.
How can I help you?
I'm just curious.
If you need a pilot to take you anywhere at night, I'm him.
Great. Well, if you want someone to go party with, I'm him.
Great. I'll take that under advisement.
Excellent.
We
Well,
need to swap numbers. Come on. Okay.
sure. So you give Garwood his number and vice versa. And
I've got my
Yeah.
card.
all right, Bob, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll swap my number too.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Contacts.
Contacts, adding to your contacts. All right. So Lawrence, you're in your room.
He's just gonna sign out for the night.
Okay.
We'll manage the Primogen Council meeting the next night. It's too late for that.
Yep. Well, it's 10:21 out of game, so if anyone's got any final scenes they want to play out, let's do that and then wrap up.
Right.
So what's sunrise in this world? Is it what time normally?
Well, I tend to think of it's about 6:30, but if you want to get anal about it, I can start looking up actual times.
Oh no, I was just curious, like, what time it is now compared to what time I need to kind of rush home and.
Yeah, well, you've got about 3 hours before you absolutely must be behind, closed doors and windows.
I'm going to need a ride back to the cave at least. That's where my bike is.
Right.
I'm gonna.
I'm sorry.
Can I grab a lift?
I don't need a lift. I live quite close by, personally.
Do you?
Yeah. They're near north side. They're near north side, and I'm near north side. I'm pretty close. According to the map, you pointed to where it was. Anyway.
All right.
But yeah, I say that I could probably look after the people, like these guys, for a little bit. Maybe make the store a refuge or something, or maybe ask Dora if she knows somewhere that could take them in.
Who are you asking?
I'm just telling the others.
Right, so you're saying this to Bob, Chase, and Vincent right now?
Yeah.
Well, I can't take them anywhere.
We could convince them that they were in an accident and they lost their memories or something and send them home.
The
Unless
thing
we could make them retainers.
The extent of their injuries, I mean, are they not like a walking violation of the Masquerade at this point in time? Like, given how bad they are?
Exactly.
Just putting it out there.
And one of Loden's so-called laws is getting rid of that, the feed evidence.
We could conceivably take them on as ghouls.
So as a new member, or as a passer through of the coterie, so do we have a problem with killing mortals? Is that what I'm understanding?
Well, I do.
It makes things messy.
It's a personal preference, really. Some people are cold-hearted.
No, I killed enough people in my lifetime. I don't need to add to it.
Okay, so how would you all like to dispose of these people? We can leave them here for the night, and then we can come back later if you want. I'm pretty sure they'd look after them, given that this seems to be set up sort of like a hospital, right?
What do you think, Garwood?
Me? Well, you're talking about the people inside with the fucking holes in their arms and shit, right? Well, I don't know. I mean, they're not like a literally walking breach of the Masquerade. I mean, they can wear clothes, right? They can cover that shit up.
I mean, they look kind of like Picassos to me. Like they're walking around pretty funky. Like
It seems to me you got a couple of options. Some of the options you suggest are not too bad. I mean, dominating them, sending them home, telling them they were being in some kind of accident. I don't know what kind of accident leaves holes like that. Maybe they got bit by an alligator. Who the fuck knows? I mean, maybe they went on a trip to Florida. Maybe we need to organize a busload of tourists to go to Florida and damn well fake the whole thing. It's possible.
You could say it was an animal attack after
Sure
I don't
could
know,
be.
like a camp or something.
Right. Perfect. Something like that. You could, and then we just need someone who can adjust their memories so that they think they saw something else, so something happened. Something like that. I mean, you could ask Nikolai. I'm not sure he's got the time for that sort of thing. He might do it as a favor, but then you don't want to be owing Nikolai favors.
I can give it a whirl.
You can give it a whirl?
I'll give it a whirl. I can only do one of them though, and there's 5 of them there.
What do you mean you can only do one of them?
Oh, okay. No, I'm completely wrong. Well, I can do all 5 of them. So let's roll it on. Let's do
And
this.
if he falls over, I can help.
There you go, back up. We got it.
Got this,
Okay.
Vincent. I believe in you.
All right.
Okay.
Well, awesome. Why don't you do that? So what's you? Well, one thing I know from my brief experience of being a vampire for half a century or so is that basically when you're trying shit like this and you're going to do it 5 times, you might not have as much success with all of them as you might hope. So, be careful. Make sure you got the story straight and keep it simple.
Let's give it a whirl, Chase.
Let them fill in the details between them. I personally, if I was going to do something like this, my advice to you is to treat it like a therapy session. Get everybody together so that they can weave the story between them. Sit them all down and say, what happened? Did an animal attack you? And then watch them fill in the details, and then they believe it because they told the story.
Let's put them all together then, and let's take care of the mess.
All right, so out of game, this is what you do. You put them all together in the greenhouse, sit them around in a circle,
Yep.
and you get them to tell you the story that you want to hear. So
Okay.
you're going to make 5 forgetful mind checks, please.
Yes. Let's have a look. Double check.
Let's
So
go.
that is charisma leadership. Leaderships, 5 of them. First one, 5 successes.
Wow, okay.
Well done.
Absolutely
Whoa.
convinced. Now, while this is going on, 4, okay, one of them's a little bit confused about this and is not really sure why everybody's so fucking convinced about this so far. Okay, 3 and 3. Wow. So what do we get? 5, 4, 1, 3, 3. So out of the 5 of them, there's one of them who's like going along with the others. But Garwood says to you, you probably should go back and do quality control. Make sure that they believe what you told them.
Yeah, I think Chase here can back me up and have a run through as well, just to make sure.
So Chase, you want to do like an aura perception to make sure that they are believing what it is that they're saying? Okay, so can I get 5 aura perceptions from Garth for Chase, please?
So basically, I tell them they went to Universal. No, it doesn't exist. Oh, it does exist. They went to Universal Studios on
perception
holiday.
and alertness or
Perception and empathy.
empathy?
Oh,
Sweet.
empathy. Okay, I don't have that.
And all they got was these stupid
3.
white marks.
All right.
Well, they went to the Jaws
0.
experience. And when they went to the Jaws experience,
3.
the machine broke and accidentally tore chunks
1.
out of a couple of them. It happens sometimes.
Well, the one that you rolled the 0 successes for is the same one that got the 1 success because it was in the same order as the 1 success for Vincent. So
Oh my god.
Chase, yeah, as far as you're concerned, they all believe the story. So the overall story, something along the lines of they went to Universal Studios and the bus crashed in the bayou or something, and they got bitten by
No,
alligators.
there's the Jaws experience ride. You know, when the
Jaws
giant
experience.
Jaws machine comes out and pretends
Right.
to be, and accidentally they fell on the Jaws machine, and for some reason it snapped at them, and that's why they look like the Jaws victims. It makes perfect sense.
Right. It was
And now they probably want to sue them.
right. So
Because
it
this
was,
is America.
They can sue them, absolutely. And I, as their lawyer, recommend that they should sue for great amounts of money. And I specifically look at the guy that doesn't believe this just coincidentally.
right.
And I happen to think you could get a lot of money for this if you really wanted to.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love this.
a lot of money.
All right.
A lot of money.
So out of game, are you planning to pay him out?
I'll pay him out. Shit, yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So long story short, they're gonna that'll solve the problem. Out of game, I feel that's a pretty good success.
If you haven't seen the Jaws ride, it's bloody freaky. Like those, it's pretty scary. It's good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, then we shall leave our game tonight with the Jaws experience.
Man, you're so creative. Wow.
Thank you all for coming. I hope you had fun.
Yep.
It was great fun. Thank you very much for having us, Russ.
No worries. Joe, I
Yeah.
hope you had fun. I often wonder if you're having fun because you're very quiet.
I
Oh, nice.
I am. It's just growing pains getting back into it.
Right. No worries. Well, if
There's
there's
a lot.
anything,
There's a lot going on, so I'm assuming more of what should be happening than what is supposed to be happening. I think.
right,
It's always the case. Always the case.
right, fair enough. Well, if you want to have a chat about it, feel free.
Where should we put experience?
Where would you like to put the experience? I think Lawrence should get experience for manipulation or leadership, whichever one he was using for his dominates.
I mean, it was both.
Both. Probably
the role.
leadership. Leadership is more useful. It's going to be a more easy to get actual dots in.
I've got 4 dots in leadership already.
Do you?
So it's going to take a while to level that
Okay.
one up.
All right. Well, if you want to put it towards manipulation, then that's fine.
How many points?
1 specific point towards manipulation, and then 2 experience points that are just general.
This is XP.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
2 general XP. Okay. Vincent, I think probably same for you, really, because you did a lot of the same roles. So 2 experience points that are standard experience points, and then another experience point towards, in your case, it could be either leadership or manipulation.
Having 4 manipulation, having 5 is like badass, right? Like I'm a manipulative son of a bitch. Yeah, I'll take that.
Take that? Okay, so it's a
Hell
dot.
yeah.
It's an experience point towards a dot.
Okay.
Right. Spells.
Yeah.
2 XP plus what?
For um maybe
Brawl?
I sure I could do with more brawl, just 1 more brawl. Yeah.
Or do you have a preference?
Hmm.
Something that you use, something that you succeeded at, something that you failed at?
Could right, yeah. All I can think of is that like charisma something check, the charisma performance check,
Right. So
because it's
performance.
so silly. Oh yeah, right. Pretending to be more happier than Herman.
Right. Right. So performance.
Performance.
1
Okay.
experience point towards performance. Okay.
Sure.
Bob.
Random man.
Bob Le Point.
Probably perception.
Perception. Okay. Or alertness.
Yeah.
Alertness.
go
Probably
alertness, yeah.
It's easier to get points in alertness than
Yeah.
perception. And chase.
Or
Okay. Well, or is great, but or functions using
yeah, that's what I mean. The little bit.
charisma and
And
charisma.
Oh, what
is
was it?
manipulation or
no, leadership, isn't it?
leadership? Probably.
Do you have all?
What one do you
don't.
want it for, Chase?
Because you're a Malkavian,
That's a good
right?
question, Jace. Do you have ore? You're a Malkavian. I don't know.
They don't
I
give-
mean,
Or a perception?
It doesn't have ore.
what
You don't
what
have
do I
presence.
have?
What does
I'm
he have?
getting-
You've
He
got-
has all specs, dominate, and
All
obfuscate.
specs I used.
Yeah.
All specs I used. That's what I meant to say. Sorry.
Okay, so all specs. So we're talking about aura perception. So
Yeah.
we're talking about perception and empathy. So we're talking
Yeah.
about empathy. So an
Yeah.
experience point towards empathy.
Yes, please.
I think it's pretty good. You did try and comfort me.
It is noted.
That is true. Thank you, Garth. Much appreciated. So, any last minute questions, criticisms, insults?
No.
Yeah, we got to change our name for goodness sake.
Right.
Yeah,
goodness sake.
I'm with that.
Well, why don't you all come up with an idea for a candidate
Yeah,
by next
sure.
session?
Scooby Doo
Mayor and
Coterie.
friends.
Scooby Doo
Right.
Coterie.
Right.
You
And
I
we
mean,
shall.
I do have the mystery machine.
Right.
You do? There you go.
Right. Piss off,
Were you a
guys. It's
Velma or were you a
36 minutes
Daphne?
past.
All right. Have a good night, all.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Stick around, Russell. I'll
Okay.
have a quick chat with you.